Happy Friday.
Hey!
We finally on time.
Happy day. Oh,
Yes.
happy day. When Jesus won. Okay. Hold on.
No.
Okay.
We're here.
All right, we're here and we're
Yes,
on
we
time,
are.
guys.
And on time. I'm so proud of myself.
We're on time. All right. Do we want to wait for a few minutes before we start?
I think we should.
Okay, we can wait a few minutes.
I was gonna say, let me go ahead and post a little bit and tell people, hey, we're
Yes,
live.
we're waiting on you
We
guys
live.
today.
We
Look
live.
at Tony.
We're
Tony front and
live.
center.
Oh, let me.
Live.
My best friend told me to
We live. We
tap
live.
her in. Hold on.
We live.
Oh, happy day. Why that song popped in my head though? Why?
Because we on a whole nother energy level.
Oh, happy day.
Tasha, we got Tasha. All right. We was missing you last time.
What up,
She
Todd?
told me, I talked to her. She told me, she said, look, I said my alarm clock. She
Yes,
said, I've been looking at y'all's stuff. She said, I had to go back and view it. I said, what, girl? She said, yeah, I didn't watch it a couple of times.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
loving it.
So, hey, sis, how you
All
doing?
right, let me tap in my people. Then we gonna. What the fuck? I mean, ooh.
It's okay. It's okay. We know who you are, love. It's okay.
Yes, we
know who
do.
you are.
Uh-oh.
Bloopers, guys. Bloopers.
I'm just ecstatic that I was on time and everything went through with no problem. I was just standing here going, "Are we live? Are we live? Are we live?"
Oh, this is Tasha. I thought this was my sister Tasha, but sister Tasha. But it's good seeing her because I actually sent her the.
Remember, we were looking for her at the. We went to the last show. We was like, "Where's our spiritualist at? Where they at?"
You know what?
You
She
need to
didn't
ask
tell
a
you.
question.
I slid her inbox a second ago. Was like, here's the link.
Come on, let's go. Let's get it together.
We've been missing you, girl. You've been giving some good pointers.
Oh, Andy's here too.
Ooh. Just the movement in the. I think I got some of Aisha's energy. I needed that.
Hey,
Listen, she started us.
Listen,
I opened up the.
I was over here about to fall.
She was playing my song.
Go, girl.
Hey, wait, I'm in here. I popped it. I said, "Oh, that's my song."
Yes, Vito, you got with Go Girl.
Oh
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah,
That's my song.
That's my anthem. That's my.
I told you I've been getting stuff in order. You know, getting things packed up and things like that.
What?
I was just giving an example, Nat.
What happened?
She said that TikTok about that sneaky link though.
Oh my God. Listen, this one here.
I was giving an example, sis.
What's an example?
The one that I sent y'all.
Oh.
It was an example.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you for Tony Jones. All right. Yeah, Tony Jones is nice.
She's fire.
Oh, I love Tony Jones.
She is fire.
She is fire.
Okay, we got 5 people.
Oh, I like the energy in this room tonight. I really like the energy. Everybody's ready to go.
Well, we gotta keep it upbeat because shadow work.
It's gonna be a beginners. We ain't gonna get too deep.
No, we gonna
get too deep. So you guys want to get started?
Oh
yeah, we can get started. Okay,
let us know when you're ready. We only 4 minutes in, so you.
All right, you know what I'm saying? Make it do what it do. All right, guys, thank you for coming back to our spiritual view. All right, on tonight's show, we'll be discussing shadow work. Okay, and let me just say, we're not going to get too deep into it. You know, this is going to be like a guideline, beginner's guideline, because honestly, we're all beginners in some points. So, but it's very important for you to do shadow work in your spiritual journey. It's so important because if you don't do it, it's going to come after you real quick. It's going to snatch you it's going to snatch you real quick. So it's very important to get into that shadow side. And your shadow side is not always something bad, you guys. I know when people hear, shadow work, it's always like, oh my God, it's something bad. But it can get overwhelming. It can get deep and it can get dark. It very much. but do
And
not
emotional, very emotional.
very emotional, but do not be afraid of those emotions. And that is what honestly what shadow work is, you know, confronting those emotions. And I just want to give a shout out to Marquita because, you know, we got a slideshow for y'all, but you know, we're going to get into that. And before we start off the show, our queen, our good sis, Miss Aisha, is going to give us a little vibe check. All right, get into it.
You know, I've been over here shuffling, little shuffle.
Okay, she's going to give us a little vibe check.
Shuffle. I like sharing, you know, sharing. Okay, so I am pulling from the deck that I am pulling. It is Trust Your Vibe.
Okay.
Trust Your
I
Vibe.
really like that.
Yes. And it's by Sonia Choquette, but this is a bomb deck. And I was over here shuffling as we was chit-chatting, and it's just funny how spirit moves. And the card that I got, Time for Crayons.
Ooh, that's
It says, watch out for the tendency to be way too left-brained for your own good and start spending time getting right. Step outside of the box. Of ego-based thinking patterns and reactivate your psychic sense of and creative soul with some creative and artistic endeavors. Life becomes sterile and intellectual when you forget to exercise your right brain. This card invites you to release your inner artist and urges you to express your sensual side. Have some creative fun, color, paint, sing, dance, doodle. And no, just thinking about it won't suffice. You have to do something artsy to get out of the uninspired and predictable world of 5th century rote living. You are presently at risk of overthinking, overanalyzing, and overworking your left brain, all that to higher vibes and a free-spirited 6th sensory life. It doesn't matter what you do or how well you do it. It just matters that you express your artistic soul and put yourself solidly back into the flow of good vibrations.
Oh, so that's the vibe of the room, guys.
Okay.
I mean, y'all need to get into some, you know, get into some dancing, some painting, some coloring, get into that inner childhood healing, baby.
Yep.
Get into it. So that's the vibe. Y'all heard what she said. So get into it.
That's the vibe.
All right. Okay. So the first question is, what is shadow work and spirituality?
Should I add the slide?
Yes, you should. Let's go.
Hey, look what my girl did. We professional. We can act right, you know.
Just to show us off a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm at the bottom. And
wait, I gotta take that down. Let me unpin it.
Oh yeah, you gotta unpin it so they can see.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Mike Wazowski on Monsters Inc. when he was on the magazine. Every time he was on the magazine,
you couldn't see him.
Then you couldn't see him. It was like, but you were there.
Oh, this way. Yeah. That way.
There you go. You got it. Wait,
yeah.
Wait, that way.
Shadow work and spirituality. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That way. Aisha. I ain't gonna be able to take this group of this. I ain't gonna be
we okay, guys, excuse us, but we said that it's funny that we have this kind of energy going into talking about about shadow work because it's such a serious topic. But I think spirit is proper for what it is because it just shows you that we're not even scared. It's like, yeah, we've been here.
Laugh and cry.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Right. That's part of shadow work.
We don't want to scare you, but look, we're laughing right now, and we will experience and still are experiencing this. So obviously, it's nothing to be scared of.
There's absolutely nothing to be scared of.
Actually, it's a beautiful process when you go through.
Yes. Oh boy. And audience, make sure y'all got some questions for us. If you got anything you would like to
write them down, please.
Comment. Let us know what you let us know. Your family here. This is a safe space.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, Miss Aisha, what is shadow work to you?
Okay.
Within your spiritual journey.
Okay. Well, okay. So, shadow work involves getting in touch with parts of yourself that you've repressed or what many might refer to as their dark side. Okay. It also involves diving into unconscious material that shapes our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Uh, uh, okay, that's for myself. So basically, I feel like I gave y'all what I've my own personal research or whatnot. This is what I feel with shadow work is. Shadow work is, like I said, you digging deep into yourself. One thing I can say for me, when I first started my spiritual journey, I want to get to know all my positive side, all the rainbows and butterfly side. And as I've gone through my journey, I said, oh, when certain things started popping up, I said, oh, I got to get to know that part too. Oh, okay. So for me, shadow work is, like I say, getting to know like your darker side, because like I say, we always want to show our positive and best presenting selves. We never want to show like, the not so presentable parts of ourselves. So to me, that's what shadow work is in spirituality, getting to know your dark side just as well as your light side.
Yeah,
and even in that thing out.
I agree. Absolutely.
Is it
Miss Marquita?
What's my I agree with you, Aisha. Shadow work for me was I was feeding my dark side. I embraced it. Like I always make jokes and say that I'm friends with my demons and my monsters and everything like that. And they were like protectors for me. So I didn't want to let them go, but I had to understand why they were there. So shadow work for me was learning why I had these I don't want to say personalities, but I'll say that for lack of a better term right now. But I had these personalities for a reason and I didn't want to let them go. So for me, shadow work was learning why they were there and learning how to control them instead of allowing them to control me.
That's good. That's nice.
Yes. That was a very good point. I like that. For me, when I first started out my spiritual journey, I actually, like Marquita said, I started with my shadow work first, not knowing that I did. Right. Because when I first started, I just thought that this is what it was. You have to gravitate towards that dark side before you get to the light. Because that's what, in my head, I thought that's what it was all about. And for me, it's also just looking myself in the mirror and telling myself that I did things to make things happen. This was my fault that I allowed certain things to happen to go on my life. Like I allowed certain people to hinder me, or I allowed myself to hinder myself. If that makes sense. That I can be at times a harsh person, or I can be a mean person at times, quotation, or I can be this type of person. I had to look myself in the mirror like, okay, yeah, you kind of was messed up for that situation. You kind of did that person wrong. So that was part of me, like actually looking myself in the mirror, like you was wrong in this situation. It was you who was wrong in this situation. I think it's hard for people to look at themselves in the mirror and say, I was wrong. I did this. It was me. So that was part of my journey in shadow work. That is
accountability, self accountability for you.
Yes, and that was when I did that, and I was like, oh, okay. Now I was the opposite, because it was hard for me to get to the light side of it, which is which is weird for some people. Like, what? You had a hard time? I did have a hard time with the light side because I was so used to, in my head, and when a lot of people think what spirituality is, it is all about the dark work. It is all about, that other stuff. But for me, it's really just about digging deep to who you are as a person. That to me is what shadow work in my spiritual journey thus far.
What did I just do?
I don't know.
Okay, there we go. I'm trying to answer in chat too. I'm trying to answer some of these comments.
All right. So did anybody have any questions in the chat? Let me look in the chat.
We had
Pasha had some good
points.
Yeah, that's what I was answering right now. I'm gonna post it up here right here. Unpacking self-sabotage tactics and holding yourself accountable.
Absolutely, yeah.
So let me hide this again. Okay. Yeah. So you hiding us.
Who, me? Oh, me hiding us.
Yeah. But that is so true. That is so true, because I am a self-sabotager. I will talk myself out of something. And I had to learn that because I was technically manifesting my downfall. That's what I was doing all the time. I would talk myself out of things. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's not going to work. It's not going to work constantly. So now I had to learn, which this all goes hand in hand with our previous show, a couple of the last two shows before about self-talk, because I had to learn how to redirect my conversation with myself. So that played a heavy part.
Yes.
Let me see.
That is true. Because, baby, I will overthink something. I will talk myself out of it in a minute.
I am the queen. I feel like I'm still the queen of overthinking. And I now, and that, like y'all said, you know, I was able to catch myself, like, because I am an overthinker, I would start out thinking good. And then I would spiral to thinking bad.
You should hear me over here. No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it happens. And that was something. And now I am conscious of it. When I see it, it's like, okay, you should get out your head. Or a situation can occur, because I had something happen earlier today that kind of pissed me off, and I was just like, you know, like that. And then I had to check myself, like, you know what? Absolutely not. Nope. It ain't worth it. Let me get back into my bag, and let me get myself in order. I'm not doing it. And that's something I have to work on all the time now. And even still, I still challenge. And this is a transparent moment. I'm challenged to where people get on my nerves because I want to be a nice person. But when somebody challenges me, I be wanting to go in. You know what I'm saying? Because like I talk to myself to like piss myself off even more. And that's something I have to work extra hard on, because it's like, you got me messed up, and I'm trying to, that ain't what I want to say, because I'm a creative speaker,
right,
person. But I'm like, you got me messed up. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, and get myself upset, and really shifting my own emotions, and I had to stop doing it.
And I think that was
I have to keep on doing.
That was one of my hardest things in the beginning of my journey, is that battle of me being so I'm gonna get you before you get me, that type of thing. Like I'm a that was me all the time. This and that was like the hard part of me. Like, no, I don't want nobody think I'm a punk. I ain't punking these streets. Like,
right.
So that was the battle. Sometimes I still have that battle, but again, it's a journey.
I think we all battle. I think we all battle with that.
Absolutely.
Natasha said definitely
shadow work helps uncover triggers. Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
And I think that's amazing, because it helps you. For me, I know what is my trigger now, and it's like once I see that it's starting, I literally will be like, okay, no, we're not going here.
And
that's my first. We're not gonna go here.
And it also helps you when people try to trigger you. And you can call them out, because I don't care. Some people be trying to play the role like they don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I've been able to do that with a couple of conversations, where I was triggered. I said, no, I'm not doing that. Those issues or those thoughts are yours, not mine.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to allow it to trigger me, because at one point in time with, relationships that I've dealt with in past, whether they're family, kinships, actually, a relationship with somebody, I've allowed them to do that type of stuff, and I will feed into it. But now it's like you said, now I know that you can't trigger me, because I'm giving that energy right back to you.
And some people will, if they know your triggers, they will purposely do that. They will purposely push those buttons. If they know what makes you mad, and they know what makes you
they don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I've learned. I'm like, oh, so you're trying me. Well, let me try you by not reacting. And that gets people too. When you don't react, because people were so used to me reacting first. And then now I think about it. I'm like, should I? Shouldn't I?
Right.
Maybe I should.
Right.
I'm going to just confess something. When I'm aware, sometimes, depending on my mood, sometimes I laugh and it offends the person. But I'm laughing because I'm talking to myself, and I'm like, I could bust your ass, right? Like, that's usually that we can even go there. Like, but that's me making myself laugh. Like, I could literally just sit there and be like, I will drag you. Like, you don't even know. Like, I did like it's funny to me now, because I'm just like, the old me would have dragged you by now. Like, boy, this is something.
Okay.
Yeah. And now I'm actually much better. I feel much better after, like, I had to do some heavy shadow work last
Yeah.
year, but I'm a lot better now. I just remove myself from people. That's my always, that's my go-to. I mean, see, the thing is, you're supposed to feel the emotion, deal with that emotion, deal with that trigger, and move on. But I will eliminate myself and then deal with all of that, and then I'm fine. I let go. So at that point, is if I'm around you, I'm around you. Like it's like I naturally learn how to set the boundary, block you. So it's like even anything that come out your mouth is really just like that's just you, not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's whatever you're saying. Like it's like I could tune you out now. I sit so calmly, and it's so funny because my sister could tell you I was always like ready for it. Like TTG was me. I was ready for the fight. Oh, you want to say something? I'd be calm, but I'd be ready for it. So as soon as you turn on, I'm turning on too. You know, that's why I don't like when I had to stop saying, I'm gonna meet you with the energy you bring. I'm not meeting you. I'm matching your energy. I don't like that saying. I'm not matching nothing. I'm gonna keep my energy, and you take yours and go on somewhere and self-destruct. I'm fine.
Because people will literally try to suck your energy. They will try to suck,
and they're aware of it, and they're very much
aware of it. That's why when my shadow side, because I've named my shadow side. I'm like, oh, here she comes. She's coming.
Mine's is named too.
I'm still trying to figure out my name. I don't.
But it's very helpful.
I know she's rough.
You can name your shadow self.
I'm sure I probably deep down got a name. I'm sure, but like, and that's something. But you know, one thing I can definitely attest that I feel like even in your shadow work, shadow work can be definitely challenging, especially when it comes to people that you love. Because they challenge your shadow work.
Them are the ones who challenge the most. Is the people who's closest to you.
Yes. Yes. So I'm just like,
yeah. And you just have to be aware too. What are your triggers also? Like you yourself have to be aware of what triggers you. Even though it's something very small, something big, it doesn't matter. When you're aware of what is your triggers, then you can.
But we gotta keep it real too, though. Like that's very true. But sometimes some buttons you don't even realize.
Exactly what happens.
One person can push that button, you get no, reaction, and you got somebody pushing, you be like, you know what I'm saying?
But then that's when you have to look like, what is it about that person, or what is it about
Natasha,
that person?
You gotta
I'm over here and I see her now.
Yes. I've had this let me stop before I wipe off my eyebrows, but I just had this conversation. I literally sitting in a comfortable moment prompts change.
Yes. It sure does.
I ain't even gonna say nothing, but that's real talk.
It sure does.
That's real talk. I literally just said something in a conversation I had last night, or it was either early this morning, earlier, about that. Yeah.
It sure does. Absolutely. And I agree. Okay, Natasha, I'm glad to have you back because you.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Y'all all up in the comments.
You some ding dings.
What's our next?
Okay. All right. So our next question is: how long should you be doing shadow work? I say all the time.
Oh, my bad. I think we did it backwards. It's why it's shadow work. Oh, we just covered this, but didn't we just cover this just now?
Yes.
We just said why it's important. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna just run down real quick just the key points. So why is shadow work important, guys? We all discussed this, that shadow work can heal wounds caused by childhood trauma, which we discussed in previous shows. Exploring your shadow can help you find more constructive habits, and it can help you interact with others, and it can heal generational trauma.
It sure can.
All right. So that's what we're gonna sum up in what we just discussed 5 seconds ago. All right. I'm gonna shoot on over there now.
To dive deep in those generational traumas.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Right. And here's another one too I have to put out there. Do not be upset or stunted if you can't get the end result that you think you're going to get. Yeah, some people will never own or have accountability. Some people will continue to blame you. They will call you crazy. They will gaslight you to avoid accountability. And you just have to let them go on your own. You grieve them and you let them go and move on. Okay. All right. And There you go, Tarita. I'm going to shoot on over to the next one right now.
Okay. How long should you do shadow work? I do shadow work every day.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it? Oh, it's me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to pull it up. Yeah, it's me. It's me. Okay. So, how long should you? I feel like you need to do shadow work every day.
Every day.
Work is not. Shadow work does not have any limits because I feel like this: the more you grow, the more you elevate. When you elevate, you get to know a new you, if that makes sense. So therefore, every level you meet, it's almost you unlock, like almost like a video game. You unlock a new level, a new, new chapter, and you got to navigate through that, and feel like see if you got work to do in those areas. Because I feel like think of like a crumbled piece of paper. You crumble it up, it's tight, and the more you open it, it releases certain crevices. And I kind of feel like with spirituality, that's a good way to kind of describe it. You straighten out a little bit, and it kind of it straightens out, and it's like, oh, okay, this part, and you working to get that more flat. And I feel like that's what shadow work is. So I feel like you do it as much as you need to, and then until you those things that have strongholds on you, you're going to have to revisit those things way more often.
Right.
Way more often, because you don't have those things under control. Because there's a few things when I think I got it, something comes, I'll be like, God damn. It's like a game of dang on.
Like I didn't I didn't get there. Okay, I gotta go.
It's like a thing of Jenga. You move that one, everything comes tumbling down. You like, damn, I thought I had it together. And so, hey, do it as often as you need, and don't stop doing it just because even when you feel like, oh, I've got this mastered, make sure you got it mastered.
Yeah, because it's gonna keep coming up in different scenarios, and also in different people. Also,
I feel like it's like a game for me, like Mario Brothers. Like I could go up to the next level when it like the whole thing is when you triggers shadow work. So you got to recognize the trigger, and then you have to have already something in place to combat what you're about to do. Why do I feel like this? That's my first question. Why do I feel like this? Who is this person to me? How important are they to me? Is this really even important to have this interaction? Like those things start coming into play in my head, and that's when I just be like, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the whole key is that's my way of going. I'm going to level up. It's a game for me. I'm going to level up to the next level because I'm going to keep revisiting this if I keep making the same movement. This is not even just spirituality in itself. This is just life in general. You cannot keep doing the same thing and think you're going to get a positive result or move to another level until you address that issue or that situation in itself.
It is. It is like a maze. It is like a maze. I was getting ready to say that it's like a maze. It's been like a maze for me because I'm just like, I thought I learned this lesson, but I guess I didn't. I thought I got over this hump, but I guess I didn't.
And it definitely it shows you every time. Because I got a few lessons that keep on smacking me in my face and letting me know, no, ma'am, you thought you thought
wrong.
Yes.
Shadow said, wake up.
Right.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
Right.
It's 4:00 in the morning.
Next.
What we gonna be talking about now?
Yep.
What is that? What we got to do? My son triggers my moms in a good way. And then sometimes children are the main ones who can trigger that.
Yeah. I feel like there's good triggers too.
Yeah.
And especially with kids, I mean, because kids, for the most part, they can be little demons themselves sometimes. Just not knowing how to deal with growth and stuff like that.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But kids, like I say, they still have an innocence to them.
Yes.
So I think they tap into our childhood. I mean, our childlike person energy. And so, like you said, they prompt the good stuff.
Yes. So yes, definitely do shadow work as much as you can. But make sure you do shadow work that you're comfortable with. Do it as much as you're comfortable with. If you feel like you can't dive too deep into that, then don't do it.
Right.
Because you're gonna keep sinking and sink into a darker place, which sometimes it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It depends how deep you go into it.
Mm-hmm.
But just be cautious of how deep you want to go, because it can bring up some old things, and that way it can be good though.
Yep.
That you're going through it, but just be cautious of how deep you want to go. Be mindful. Tell spirit how deep you want to go into this,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
because they will listen.
Okay.
Okay, I love the layout so they can take notes.
Yes.
I was going to suggest that people should really write some things down, because even things that you're saying as well, because I noticed earlier that Tony had mentioned something. Let me just go back up.
Yeah, let's go
And
back.
I'm gonna go back up real quick.
Okay.
Because Tony said something I struggled with is I don't like doing wrong to people in general, so I make myself super self-conscious. And when someone tells me I made them feel a way, feel a wrong way, I get defensive.
Yeah.
So you need to write that down and know
Yeah.
that's something you got to work on.
You got to write that, because what I do. Okay, here's another thing with it. I have a book just for shadow work.
Right. That's what.
I
Yeah.
have a journal just for shadow work, and that's it. Like, I'll go out the day, what made me upset that day, how I reacted, how can I react better, how that person made me feel.
Right.
So
why am I feeling like this?
Yes, get a journal just for shadow work. Get something like before you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning, just like, okay, how was the yesterday? How can I change today? Like if someone says something to you and maybe you think that you overreacted, you might have not overreacted. You reacted how you reacted, and that's okay. And I feel like sometimes we beat ourselves up on how we react to things.
And that's not,
and it's
human.
okay. It's okay, because like I said, it's a journey. It's every day. Sometimes I beat myself up over how I reacted to a situation. Like, dang, I probably shouldn't have acted that way. That's when I go into my journal and I write it all down. I write everything else. So I would say get a separate journal just for shadow work, just for you, so you can look back on how you've changed, on things that you need to change on. So just do that. That would definitely help you out. All right. Do we have any other questions?
Oh. Wait, and there was another one too.
Okay. Hey, Hubs. Hey, Natasha's Hubs. Hi.
Hey, Carlos.
Listen, I'm filled up on the one too. I need a new shadow book myself. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Let me see.
Okay, let's see.
We went there. I'm trying to touch on some of the things I saw here.
Okay.
And okay, now I'm going down. Let me see. Okay, Von Sil said, I'm sorry, Sarita, that is where I am now. I'm looking back on my life and realizing a lot of things about me and what I allowed and why.
Yeah. Yeah,
she said, and she followed up with, I always had self-doubts.
Yes. And like I said, for me, well, like Marquita said, you have to rewrite your own story in your head. When those self-doubts come, you have to why am I self-doubting myself? Get to the bottom of why you're self-doubting yourself. Okay, let me tell you something about me. I do not like public speaking because I'm not good at public speaking. I've always been that way. But how I did it was like, it's okay. I'm great at public speaking. People are going to understand me. They're going to relate to me. I had to get out of that because within my business, I had to talk to people. I have to talk to people. I have to get in front of the camera. I have to just be like, so when I know Marquita looking at me, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But that's just one of my things. I do not like, but that goes into my childhood. I was a very quiet child. I was super quiet, didn't say a lot. I was just like, I was more like a listener. Like, okay, I just didn't say a lot of things because I was afraid to speak because I say certain, see, I fumble. I do this a lot. I get like excited and I fumble over my words. So that is one of my things I had to overcome. So just write. I would suggest writing down things all the time. Why are you fearful of this? Why? Ask yourself why and get to the bottom of it and be real with yourself. Why are you afraid of this? And that's why I don't like speaking in public, because I fumble over my words. I get excited. I get tongue tied.
Mhm.
I always talk with my hands. I'm very overly.
But you know what? It's so funny because this generation, that doesn't matter.
Right.
Because
Right.
when you think about what we grew up with, and when I say just generation,
Mhm.
because you're kind of in between, Sarita.
Right. See, I'm in the you have to
Right.
be a certain type of way.
You're
and
still
then
there, where it was like public speaking was you're standing at a podium and you're talking, but your hands are in a certain way. You're alert, you're assertive, and then for us, it's like, whose feedback is that? Is that my feedback?
Is it me?
I don't know.
I don't hear it anymore.
Okay, no. But like now, see, my biggest issue is saying I hate saying and I do it a
A
lot.
buzzword, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's mine. Mine
you
is
notice now,
and you know what I'm saying?
Right. Everybody's doing TED Talks and they're walking around freely and hands is this way and everybody's so graphic, and so now it's not as bad to be. See, it's just like we had this conversation because guys, as you guys all know, because a lot of you are our little village now, so y'all are aware. You follow us on social media. You know, some of you know us personally, and so you see, and so you see us here, but we really talk to each other. We say this every show, and if you haven't noticed our pattern, every show, someone else starts off, right? We lead off. So Sarita was leading off, and she was like, dang, it's my turn already? Really? It's my turn? We was like, girl, you got this. Like, you got this. And look at her. She got it. She got it.
And Marquita made a point. I come from working in childcare, working with kids, and working in the teaching environment. So I had to always be mindful of my words, and I had to be professional. And so this, I'm like, dang, I can't, I have to get out of that mindset. I don't necessarily always have to be professional. I just have to be me.
That's it.
I don't have to be anything else but me. And that's all I can be is me. I can't be somebody else.
Unapologetic.
Right. And so for so long working in that environment, I was like, I didn't know. I was like, dang, am I the teacher, Sarita, or am I this Sarita? Like, which one am I? And I had to get deep down, like, what was it? And once I figured out, oh, this is why this triggers me, or this is why I don't like doing this. So I think writing is so important in shadow work.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear them.
What?
Spirit going crazy over there. I hear them.
Yes.
Spirit is going crazy over there.
Yeah.
I hear them. If y'all don't know, but Aisha has her chimes. So
they is speaking. Okay, Mary.
Yes, I told y'all it's been busy the last few weeks. It's been a lot of great things going on with me. Scary, but wonderful. But yeah.
Okay, they is speaking.
I'm gonna go down. Because I want to get through the slides, but I want to address a lot of. I mean, everybody's still talking.
A lot of questions.
So
yeah, absolutely.
Even commentary I'm looking at. So T, she said, I've cleared so much off me learning that I now dream, but they are turning into visions. It's amazing and scary, but learning this part of it is really an insight. Still a work in progress, but grateful.
Yes, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
And yes, Von Sil, energy vampires, which we just addressed about how people know what they're doing. Okay, now we're down. Let me go down because now we hit where let me see. She said every day.
Right. Yeah, you do know me. You do know me.
Yes.
You do know me.
Who was that?
She said, I know you away from professionalism. I know you, quirky and happy. Yes.
You know.
All right. So now that we're at the end of we're at the end of comments, because I want to try to address the comments too, so we're not everywhere, in between everything. So
okay,
I'm gonna hit the next slide. Let me know when you're ready, Sarita.
Okay, so our next slide should be, if I did this right, how can I face my shadow self?
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know I have to step away for a second because I didn't flip my switch for my phone. I thought I've been charging it and it's already at 10%. How that
Oh,
happened, I don't know. But I need to still have this chat open on it. So I'm gonna you go ahead. I'm gonna just scoot on over.
okay.
I just go
Okay.
I hate having to leave the show. I hate
It's
that.
okay. You got this. Listen, this is real life.
My
Yep.
bad.
Okay.
Okay, so how can I face my shadow self? Basically, honestly, just being real with yourself. That's number one, I believe. Just being real with yourself, and like we talked about.
Sure did. We hit
We
everything.
talked about.
Yeah. Yeah, we was having lessons
But
before.
that number five, I mean number three, laugh at yourself because I constantly laugh at myself. Constantly, I'm like,
I am learning to do that.
yeah, that is one of my go-tos is laughing at myself. Like when I
Mhm.
do something, I'm like, girl, you crazy. We ain't gonna do that again, though. We're not going to do that again, okay? We're not going.
Right. Let me see. All right. Is it my turn? Am I supposed to be talking?
I think so.
How can I?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how can I face my shadow self? You can't run. You got to accept it for what it is.
You can't.
You can't tuck that thing and pretend like it don't exist. You gotta deal with it head on, like literally. Because I feel like the more you try to resist or avoid, the more stuff build up and come knocking at your door, and then to me it seems like it's more stressful, you know what I'm saying? So facing your show, like I say, mirror talk. We talked about this on another show. Talk to yourself in the mirror, and say, I like this about myself. This is what I need to work on, and have those self talks with yourself. Definitely start journaling. I think, matter of fact, I didn't realize that was why I started writing, was because I need to get like those deep, mushy, I don't even know what feelings they were. That's why I started writing poetry, but that was my outlet to get out emotions. And in terms of poetry, the daily meditation, I got to work on that because I move all the time, but I don't know. I guess my meditation is kind of different because I'll share with the women. Like my patio is cracked, and sometimes I just and it's quiet in my place, and I just listen to the wind chimes. Or if I'm outside walking, just the quietness, I listen to the wind because I always hear. Okay, then that's my form of meditation. I always listen to the wind. I might go and just gaze at the moon and just be quiet and just kind of just hear. Like that's kind of my thing.
That's your meditation, and because there's different types of meditation. Everyone thinks that meditation is supposed to be you just sitting down and being quiet and no, there's so many different. My favorite type of meditation is actually in the shower.
Oh God, yeah.
The water.
Water. I love being in the shower and just having a moment. I can even meditate with listening to music. I can meditate with that. I can meditate while cleaning. It's just it's different types of meditation. But go ahead.
But I think that's all. That was gonna say that's all I got as far as that.
Okay.
And like you said like it says on the slide, realizing the shadow side is a reflection of your power, your honesty, and your passion. And that's the best gift that I feel like you can give yourself, is being honest with yourself, the good, the bad, the in between. And
loving all of it.
Yes.
So,
I started hypnosis. I'm a new person. Oh yeah, hypnosis meditation is a good one too.
I like guided meditation because I'm an overthinker. I need something to pop in every so often to bring me back.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when I first started, I had gotten so good in 2000 and I'd say 17. I'd gotten so good that I would go on my lunch break and literally sit in my car and meditate to the point where I was at peace, but I could hear everything around me. And I was so shocked. I haven't been able to go there again because so much has happened over the years. But that is my goal, is to get back, because I felt that I had reached another level at that point. Because I'm an overthinker, that I was able to quiet my mind, listen to what I needed to listen to, but was still aware of everything around me at the same time. That was an awesome feel. I felt like it was a superpower. But Yeah, I like guided meditation. I need something because I'll start to go and then I'll start thinking of something. And it seems like when I have the guided meditation, it'll bring me back and go, take a deep breath. And I'm like, oh yeah, take a deep breath, and I also like to listen to, remember we were talking about frequency and different hertz. So I listen to certain frequencies too. I like to do it at night, because for me at night, I haven't done that in a while either because, my business has taken a lot out of me, but I haven't done it at night, but I felt that I slept better at night. I reached my REM sleep, my REM. I reached that a lot more frequently when I would do the frequencies and the deep meditation at night before bed, because subconsciously your mind is still listening to the frequencies, even though you're going to sleep. So it would help me go deeper and I'd be more rested.
Yes. I love me a night meditation, baby.
Yeah.
Or what during sleep, honestly, I'll keep that music on.
Is that Mama Karen? Come on. That's Mama Karan?
That's Mama Karan.
Hey, Mama Karan. Look at that. I love it.
Yes, I did. Even when I was a baby, I loved water. Oh my God. She could not get me out of water.
Out the tub? The beach, anything.
Oh my God. Let me tell y'all, I think I was working on my shadow self when I was a baby because they could not get me out of water. When it was bath time, baby, you couldn't get me out of there. I love water. I still love water. You ain't had to call me out like that no more.
Hey. It's a free zone here. It's a free zone.
Listen, water is my thing, y'all, which is so funny because I'm getting into my chart now. I have a lot of water sign. That is so funny.
Isn't it?
It just brought back a memory. That is funny.
She said that's funny.
So let me see. Did anybody put anything here?
Guided meditation is wonderful. Yes.
Oh, that's a good one, Tony. She said, "I'm a moon person, so staring at the moon is everything for me." It is. So powerful. As we all know, that Tony is a seed of mine. Tony's been like that since she was small too. Like she'll come in and go, Mom, do you see that? Like she'll stop me, Mom. You see that? You see that? She'll come out. We'll go in places. She would go out and just sit and look at the moon. I'm like, come on, let's get in the car. She want to follow the moon.
That's me, and now that's my grandson. That's 3.
He does the same.
AJ, yeah, he always look at the moon. The moon. He's heavy. And my daughter teases me. She was, what you done to my son?
I love it though.
Yeah, he's my little moon. I call him my moon man.
Hi, Envy.
Hey, bestie best. Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
All right, so we're doing pretty good on timing too. I like this. This is gonna give us more time to chat it up with everybody.
Okay, right. I like chatting with you. I like when y'all
yes, I like the chat too. So we're gonna go to the next slide.
Yes. Shadow. You want me to take a pause? Shadow Repression. Is that the next one?
Next caller. Next caller. I can't take it. Next caller. Just so y'all know, we're sorry, but we are in a very playful mood tonight. Very playful.
Mood. Yes. It's good though.
We've had jokes.
Girl, that was my daughter. I'm like, why you calling me? You all right? You know, what are you doing?
My time and becoming to who you truly are. I love this.
Yeah, I thought that was perfect.
That's perfect.
The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are.
Oh, I love
you owe that to yourself to become who you are.
And that's also, honestly, that is a real part of shadow work too, is when you figure out who you are truly, like truly who you are.
Yeah.
That's when all your, for all my spirituals out there, that's when all your intuition will be popping off. Everything will just start popping.
And when you know who you truly are, be prepared to piss off a lot of people.
Because you're going to,
because they cannot.
Just your presence is going to piss them off.
It's not even the presence, but people, when they feel like they can use certain things against you, but when you know who you are, and you know that is a part of me, I acknowledge that and I know that. people don't like that.
They do.
Get prepared. People don't like that.
How dare you? How dare you?
Yes, how dare you?
And again, that goes back to what Natasha was saying, about setting boundaries and things like that, because it's almost like, I know this about me, so that's even a boundary. So you can't try to use that against me because I know me. I know self. So, yep.
And let me tell you, because other people's shadow side will. But
I highlighted that for a reason.
Not her wacky mind.
Yep, because she made the comment about the moon we just said, but then she said, but that's my wacky mind. So I just wanted to bring that to show. Tony, write that down, because you made a commentary. I believe the moon has all of our energies in it, which is why it looks the way it does and glows.
Well, I expressed that, Tony. We women are lunar. We're lunar beings.
But what she did afterwards, she dismissed it.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't dismiss that.
And that's you were right, Mark. She needs to write that down.
Write that down.
Stop dismissing your first thought.
Yeah, because what you said, all of that is very, 100%. Very, because women, we're lunar beings.
Yes, stop. Don't, whatever your first thought is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. As wacky as you thought, as that sound, it didn't though.
Right.
It didn't. So always go with your first thought. Always go with that first intuition. Whatever it's telling you to say it, and don't back down from it.
That's right.
Don't ever back down from it. Baby, don't get me started.
Ever. Look, ever. Because
I start preaching.
I think we have addressed this too, the acceptance process. It's part of the journey.
Yeah.
Natasha made a very.
I feel like we already went through.
Natasha made it. She said, yes, when you live in your authentic self, and they can't gate you no more and trigger the mess. They can't gate you or trigger the mess out of you. Absolutely. Because people, I mean, that's that saying of people use your weaknesses against you because you were unaware of them. But when you are aware of them and, like we said, you acknowledge them, people don't like that because, again, you can't be triggered.
Yep. Which is perfectly, this is exactly how with this slide is just saying exactly what you said, Aisha. Because it says the acceptance process is a part of the journey to becoming an elder or wise individual. If we can be brave enough to face our dark side, we can become integrated, whole, and comfortable in our skin, which means that nothing, like you said, it won't even phase you. People do
not like it when stuff don't phase you no more. People don't like that.
Friend. Okay, hold on.
Okay, best friend.
What did I just do again? I swear this is killing me, y'all. I swear. I'm not doing it right today. Hold on. I don't know. I went to answer a comment and I hit another button. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's okay. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Which one was funny? You know what I just thought? I was like, you know what? You got here on time. You got everything technology-wise on point. You got into the chat on time. You hit live on time. Now this is where you're going to fumble tonight.
No, this is new. This is new. You're doing it. Hey.
Smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing.
Baby, we're going through these presentations pretty fast. I feel like we already done covered half everything.
Yes.
All right. So are we going to, let's see. Shoot, let's go because there's some good stuff.
We can go to...
Well, I'm gonna go wait because we got some other.
Okay,
stuff.
and I have a thing that I wrote.
Listen, I got your slides you sent me too.
Oh yeah, she did have some slides.
Oh, this is important too, though. Shadow repression. This is kind of like what we just called Tony out on. And I'm going to say call you out because we are going to call each other out. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're not going to be rough, but we're going to be honest. We called you out on it. Self-soothe, alcohol, or drugs. Talk negatively about yourself because that's pretty much what you did after you dropped a gem and then pulled it back and just totally discredited the gem by saying that you were wacky.
I do that too. Well, I used to do that before I stepped into who I am now. Now I don't care. I say what I need to say, whatever. But before... because sometimes with spirituality, people act like they don't understand what you're saying. They understand you, They completely understand what you're saying. They just don't want to face it.
Right.
They don't want to face it. So sometimes, yes, I would say things, be like, maybe that does sound crazy, but it doesn't. It sounds how it's supposed to sound.
Right.
Oh yeah, alcohol, drug, baby.
That is, think about it. When you think about who you was, I'm asking us, right? We talk about this all the time between us, with each other.
Yeah.
Think about who we were before what we were doing. I remember I told you, I was like, man, I was drinking, I was high. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like my get through to the day was, my reward was getting high or drinking because I survived another day in some form of sanity, because I was literally losing my mind trying to balance things that I had no clue on what I was doing. Like I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just literally just floating through. Like I can't even say I was living. I was just functioning through life. I didn't know it was just like the next party, the next like it just was everywhere. So that right there, and once I stopped, and it's funny because my spirituality came in stronger this time. My awakening came stronger when I changed my eating.
Yeah.
When I changed my eating, it came, and that's when everything came.
Eating.
Yeah, I was like, I'm taking care of myself. I love myself, and that's when I got defensive of myself. Like you're not gonna insult me. Like that's when my spirituality just came out. Like, we got you, girl. Let's go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I can agree to that, because I can say that's even now, that's one of my vices is food or sweets. When I know when I'm getting like overwhelmed with something, or I'm getting to that depression, I can tell because I'm eating. I'm not exercising. I'm not doing yoga. I'm not doing a lot of things that I love to do. So that is one of my vices. It used to be drinking. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a quick phase, but it still was a phase.
Yes, Tasha, we know.
It still was a phase. So we have to be aware of what are your vices. What is your go-to when you're not feeling the best? What is your go-to? And it doesn't have to be, it could be anything, honestly. It could be anything. What is your go-to?
That's crazy not to, and that's crazy that, when you slow down and you start to pay attention to the things around you, you really pay attention to, like you said, the things that you use to, repress like certain emotions and feelings and thought processes. And this was on point, whether it's alcohol or drugs or, negatively talk about yourself. And I actually been having this conversation with somebody because of things that they say, oh, this is stupid, or da da da. And I'm like, stop saying that. Like, you don't understand, like that's and they don't get it. And it's like, I'm trying to tell you, like, don't do that. Like, that's not a good thing. But the experience the mental health difficulties, being a person that deals with extreme anxiety and depression, that is one of my that's one of my definitely my battles, and I have to stay on top of that.
Yeah,
what I mean? I have to stay on top of that because I could be doing well, and then it just seems like the bottom of the floor, and being swiped underneath my feet, and it's like everything just seems jumbled. But I've noticed the more that I'm dedicated to, like I say, elevating myself and unlearning certain behaviors and things like that, it's like I can regroup a little bit easier.
Yes, absolutely. And there's always a telltale sign when you're going through something. Mine is when I notice my room or the area that I'm at is getting a little bit
cluttered and messy.
And that is my snap. But what's going on? Let's get to the
I just cleaned up. I just started cleaning up the other night. I was like, this it's too much.
Yeah, you don't notice it. You get a pile of stuff on top of stuff. You be like, oh my gosh.
And then when you start looking down, so what I've done is today we're gonna start picking up stuff. We're gonna get moving and grooving, and that's how my energy gets better. Because I noticed, because they know my energy level was just low. I was like, I don't want to get up.
And we talked about that.
Nothing. I don't want to do anything. And then I noticed my room. I was like, oh, no, we ain't doing this, sis. You better get up, start the vacuuming.
Oh, in the comments, we got some good stuff going on.
I know, I see it.
Yeah, Vanzil girl. That's me. I'm emotional.
I'm proud of you, Aisha. She got that name because that's usually hard for people to pronounce.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, it is, Vanzil. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got it.
I know how to phonetically speak, but no, that's me. I definitely the eating sweets, you know, that I'm better. Now I'll pick up an apple or
I've been doing that
something like that. But I could tell, like, okay, you're not emotionally okay, because I will crave sweets and sugar and things like that. And so I've been trying to do better with not doing it. Like, I just bought like a crap load of sweets and stuff like that. And I do buy for myself and for the grandbabies. But I could tell mentally sometimes when I look and be like, okay, that's nothing, because you're dealing with some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's me, honey.
Well, as we all can see, I've put on 40 pounds since quarantine started. That's when I gained weight. I was an emotional
we all
wreck.
Struggling with
Emotional wreck. Remember we spoke about this, privately. I was just like, I was in such oh God. I was in such a manic state that nobody even understood, because I'm very good at masking. But I went to work every day uncertain, because I am a healthcare worker. So I also have an issue with germs. I don't like germs. So it was hard for me. And I think I was doing a lot of home delivery. So I was like, every 3 days, me and my granddaughter was getting snack. I was just eating snacks. Now, normally I wouldn't even eat that many times a day, but I was eating that many times a day because I was just all over the place on what it was, the uncertainty. And then the fact that everybody was able to stay home, but I still had to get up and go outside. And we didn't know if it was airborne. Nobody knew what was going on. So I was just like, a total mess. So I was like, you know what? I got to get it together. And I'm getting it together.
Right. But you're aware, but that's, hey, that's, you were aware of it.
Who was that? What are the steps to come out? Oh, okay, my best friend. Okay, best friend. She said, well, hold on, let me go up, because there was a couple of ones. Natasha, I feel like a lot of us met each other at our worst.
Yeah. You know what?
Back in the Vine days.
Show.
Some of us are from a lot of us met with Vine. That's how we all three met, through Vine. And I think everybody was functioning in their most toxic.
Yes, we were.
Point of life possible.
I was about to beat somebody up in Popeyes.
Yes.
I literally was whining, ready to punch someone in the face for skipping me online. Like, that was really, like,
when I say people have saw, like Natasha knows, she didn't see me at at my craziest. You should have seen me at my
hey.
They didn't.
We've all been there. Let's just say that. My best friend said I can relate to clutter in the room comment. Clutter makes me feel out of tune with my spirit. Yeah, because I was reading, and there's a lot of things with clutter and like laundry. So people don't understand. Yeah, no, it traps it.
Yeah.
You can have a horrible day during the week, and it was terrible. And then you wonder, when you didn't came off of that, you wonder, like, dude, why is it still lingering? What the hell? You know what? Because it's trapped in the pile of clothes. It's trapped on the pile of papers or whatnot. Yeah, and yes, definitely. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, I've definitely. But she had a question. What are steps to come out of shadow?
I got you. She just came. She just came in. That's why.
Okay. Yeah, we did talk about that. Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that earlier.
Wait, hold on.
Yes, violence are uncovering and rebuilding. Most definitely.
Right here. Those are right there. We went over banish shame, embrace unconditional self-acceptance, like start journaling, laugh at yourself, daily meditation, realize the shadow side is a reflection of your power, honesty, and passion. And then also talking, like I made mention of like self-talk, talk to yourself, and acknowledge the good and the bad, and everything in between. When you self-talk, almost like you could put things in their place, and work on things, and call yourself out, like, okay, I need to stop doing this. Let me check that, and things like that. So yeah. Yes.
And you got to always remember, I just want to bring this up again. The more you repress your shadow, the stronger your shadow gets.
The stronger it gets, baby. the stronger it gets.
Yeah,
And
buddy.
just be mindful that shadow side don't ever go nowhere. It's always
It
there.
don't, it's a part of you.
It's a
Like,
part
and I
of
think
you.
I may mention this is you literally, people got to understand you have a dark and you have a light side. You have to learn how to balance those two. And Tony made she said it earlier, is think of yin and yang.
Yep.
You got to find balance
Really
in
what it
that.
is.
You literally have to find the balance in that. Otherwise,
Yeah.
one is going to overpower the other.
Yep.
For sure.
That is.
Okay. All right. So what else do we get?
Okay. Oh, I did that backwards. I wrote that twice. There's the shadow work exercises that you can do.
Are we?
Or we already did that.
Which one? Where am I going?
I think we already did that. What's the next slide? Oh yeah, shadow
work exercises.
Yeah, we already.
What? Why? Why you look like that, Aisha? Aisha, why you look like that?
That's why we can't do it.
Because we not already covered all that.
We already covered all of it.
We not already done it
out loud. Yes, definitely.
But I do see. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. Just definitely speaking to yourself out loud, speaking things out loud. As it may be difficult for a lot of people, I would say that works also. Just saying things out loud, or even recording yourself too. If you don't want to journal it, record yourself, because I do that a lot too.
And we did not cover this, and I don't know if it's on the screen. Shadow work, and actually Tasha, get out my head. But when shadow work happens, please be cautious, because shadow work is heavy.
Yeah.
Shadow work is very heavy. So when you're doing shadow work, again, you're internally unpacking. Excuse me. You're internally unpacking. So that could trigger some things too. Some of the things that you thought that you had, under control, and things like it that could trigger. So talk to a spiritual coach, talk to a life coach, talk to a psychologist, talk to a psychiatrist.
That's in the next slide too, because it says that. Yeah.
Okay. So just be cognitive of that, just because
that's it.
That's why I love our show, because honestly, you see a lot of people that are babies or just starting their spirituality, or they're in between, and you don't be knowing certain stuff. So I'm happy that we could let you guys know. But I ain't gonna necessarily say mistakes, because nothing's a mistake when you working on self. But try to give you a heads up on the trials and the tribulations that you're going to go through.
Because I stumbled. I was reading stuff, looking at stuff, looking up stuff, finding stuff, trying to decipher who was telling the truth about stuff and what was correct or wasn't. And the crazy part about everything online is that everything online isn't a lie, but it's trying to cipher through what is the lie and what isn't the lie, because everything is about money and about building a fan base so that you can generate income from the fan base instead of getting to the actual root of just being a better human being. But
yes, because that's something I'm dealing with right now with some of my clients. Of them, they went to someone who gave them, like, I'm not gonna say wrong information, but the information wasn't for them. Let's just say that it wasn't for them. And so be mindful when people are telling you that you have to do this before you get to the next level.
Pray for that. We spoke about this amongst us three, but that's that prayer of discernment.
Yes. Be mindful,
make sure
of those type of people, because there are going to be some people out there who just want your money, and they're going to tell you, oh yeah, this is what you need to do. And then I have had people who came to me like, this person told me to do this, and now my life is like in shambles. So you have just.
Well, my discernment is I don't really trust people.
Right.
And that came from, and not to divert from what we're talking about, but remember when we first started talking about spirituality, our very first show, we were talking about, why we, how we were drawn and how we got awakened or reawakened. And I said it, like, I had a conversation with somebody not too long ago, and I was like, I don't judge anybody for their beliefs, but I personally don't understand it if the Most High talks to everybody, then why is that one person selected to be the person that deciphers and regurgitates what the Most High is saying to me? So my discernment is strong. You got, and I've been like that since I was little. Like, you got to show me what you here for. Why you here? Who you? You know what I mean?
Intentions.
Right. And the funny part is I am open to people. As much of an introvert I am, I'm really an ambivert, but I'm open to people, and I will go back and forth with people and talk to people and things like that. But then there's a cutoff for me where I just be like, I'm done. I don't want to talk anymore today.
That's right. You don't have to do anything that you're so that's why I always tell people,
I
said, you don't even have to listen to me. Even if I'm saying something to you and it doesn't sit right with you, that's good.
Yeah, because it's not for you. It may not be for you.
If you sit, and I tell people this too, especially when you're a person that read orals and read people, it might not make that message might not relate right then, but I can promise you eventually somewhere
it will.
You'll be able to insert it in your life. But even sometimes I do feel like, I don't know, like even something said to you, spirit will confirm it. Your spirit, your intuition will confirm it. Like, okay, this is right on point. Yeah, I feel like that too. You know, just because I don't know, and I think the further you get, I don't know, because I could tell, and I'm just gonna be blatant and just blunt. I could be telling people be bullshitting me.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Period. I ain't no nicer way me to make it. I can tell. And, also, and even spiritual people that be like, oh, da 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 da. I'll be like, you're full of bull.
Let me just say this. People, okay, let me say this. I have been flipping cards since I was about 18. Okay. I don't need the cards. Let me just say that. And I'm not saying that to sound like cocky, but I've had people who've tried to read me, but they wasn't reading me. They was reading themselves. And I had to tell them, and I knew it. I was like, baby, that message is not for me. That's for you. Yeah. So just be mindful. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's funny that you say that, because I went to a fair and it was a guy, and you know, it was a black guy. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. And my daughter's got readings, and every time it's funny because every time they get readings, like they read the other person through that daughter.
Yeah.
So it's flip flop.
Yeah, it's flip flop. Yeah.
It's flip flop. And when the dude got ready to read me, he touched my hand. He got hot. He was like, "This ain't never happened to me before."
Yeah, because spirit said,
Yeah, he was like, "Do you read cards and stuff?" And my thing is I'm new to like messing with the cards, but as far as like your energy and your aura, I can read you up and down every day. I can have dreams and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because my dreams will tell it before the cards will.
Yeah, or just my gut to be like, yeah, you know. So like I'm learning like the cards, you know, and things like that. But I still function on, you know, like just my intuition, because my mother will tell you. You know, I knew my mother was pregnant with a little girl, and I knew her name was going to be Tasha. My mother will tell you that, you know, amongst other things that has happened. And, you know, yeah. So,
I just want to say, especially people who've never, because these spirituals will try to get you, especially they know that you are new or that you are trying to get a quick answer. They will use you. They sure
Natasha, you saying a lot. Yes, ma'am. People... Oh, honey, you didn't hit a nerve, Jesus.
Yeah, everyone is not ready. See, me and Tasha we had that private conversation that everybody's not ready. And this is why I don't necessarily do a lot of readings.
That's why a lot of people don't even know I read.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know until they get into my Instagram, like, oh, you do? Yes, because a lot of people, when you deliver the message, as nice as you're delivering the message, they will still be like, oh no. I've had plenty of people who came to me like, damn, Rita, you was right. I apologize. I apologize. You know, and also when you go to someone, if they're not teaching you something in your reading, if they're not teaching you something, one, if they're not going to give you some advice, no go. Even when I do 3-card spreads, I still give people advice. I still give them what they need to do. If they're not telling you what you need to do to better yourself, no, thank you, because they want you to keep coming back for more.
I pride y'all on reading.
I don't want you to come back to me for more, because I'm gonna get aggravated. Like, girl,
people just don't. I don't know. Some people just don't listen, and it be the people that you love, you care about.
Yeah.
Some of my people be like, okay, Aisha, yeah, you own something. But it's some people that literally they don't listen. That irritates me. So now I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to shut down with those people, and you're gonna have to figure out yourself.
That's why I said I tell y'all all the time that I'm proud of y'all, the way that y'all share like that, because I just tell people I care about shit I know. And as you can see, I cuss because I'm you know, y'all know I don't give a damn. I say what I want to say. But when I have things, I have vision. So when I have vision, I tell people that I feel that I personally care about and want to let them know, like, be careful because shit is getting wanky. Stuff's about to start happening, or you know, I just be like, be careful. Don't you sure you want to go do that? I don't think you should. Wait to do that next week. And some people don't listen. Then something happen. Some people do listen, and I do get people that come back to me, but I can't share. I think y'all are beautiful for that. People drain me so much. I can't share.
I get drained too. I've gotten drained too.
That's why I don't do. That's why people always ask me, you know, can you do a tarot reading for me? Absolutely not, because that's not my. I'll do it for myself, but for other people, I will not.
So, I'm an oracle girl. I'm an oracle girl.
You know, I can do tarot, but I won't do it for somebody else. I've only done it for people I know personally, like, you know.
I do. I mean, if I do a tarot thing, it ain't from no cards. It's just because spirit. I didn't had a vision, and y'all. Ever since the last. We're gonna talk about this, but we got a eclipse lunar moon happening, or eclipse solar moon happening. Last time we had the lunar eclipse. It's tomorrow, and I'll be sharing with my girls. I'm not gonna put it out there, but I'll be sharing with them because I feel safe with that. But I've been going through. It's good. But I'm tired.
I have never done a reading.
And all I can say is just watch out for 2022. That's all I can say. Because my girls can tell you your girl been elevating, and I don't think people gonna be. They not gonna be ready for it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Oh, that's a good. I have never had a reading done, and I was told I should get one. Be ready when you are.
Yep.
Don't get a reading because
somebody told you.
Somebody else is telling you. You do it because you have to be careful of who is reading you. Also. I've only had two people who only read me. Only two people, and that's it. I don't let nobody else.
I'm gonna say this.
I've been told. I tried to ask questions.
Bonsil, my thing is, I'm gonna say this, and I think it's because we are hard-headed, because it's hard to hear certain things from people that we love. Yeah. But you have magic right in the palm of your hands. You should not have to go nowhere else. And this is spirit getting on you. Sorry, but you should not have to go nowhere else when you have magic right in the palm of your hands of a loved one, somebody's in your bloodline. Because 9 times out of 10, she is feeling, and she sees stuff that you're going through that you're not even aware that she see or go through. Yeah. And that's something I want I want our families to stop doing that. Acknowledge that when you got somebody that's in your family that's doing spiritual work, stop going to everybody else. Stop going to everybody else. You got it right there. You got it right there. You got it right there. Stop going to other people.
And it's safer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You gotta go but it's like you said,
we gotta get out. We have to get out that uncomfortableness of allowing somebody that love us, that's for real. They not bull crapping in their walking and in their talent. We gotta get uncomfortable with allowing people that really, like I said, they serious and convicted in what they're doing. We got to stop, well, let me go here because I'm afraid. I don't want them to know this, or
but that's what it is.
I don't want them to reveal this about this, because one thing I can say, a person that's for real about that, I know how to personally take myself out.
Yep.
When I tell my people that I love, so it ain't me speaking. It's literally,
I tell people that all the time when I'm going on, and I'm saying stuff, it does not be Sarita. It does not be.
Nope.
It's one of these ancestors coming through.
Yeah, because I had to hit Sarita with the truth last night, but it's all right.
Y'all they've been beating me up.
Wait, Marquette, what truth you gotta hit me with? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, maybe beat me up. But I'm just saying, like we
Never mind.
really yes, allow her to guide you. And if you got some, you know, my thing is it bothers me when you got somebody really love you and want you to grow and go in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Like they right there, but you willing to spend $34.99. You know.
But some people are just they don't want it. Some people just don't want it. And like I said, in due time it will happen. In due time it will. They'll come on.
I'm gonna read her response real quick. She said, "My big sis has always guided me, and I have her, and I love her dearly for it. That's why I'm where I am today." So I wanted to read that because if y'all see, I was pretty much quiet. I was just like,
"Oh wait, that's yours?
That's my sister.
That's her sister."
So wait, we had this conversation not too long ago, and I said, "Have I ever steered you wrong?" And she was like, "No." She said, I said, "Have anything I ever told you been a lie? Has it not happened and come true?" She was like, "Yes, it has." I said, "Why the fuck you don't listen to me?"
Because again, and that goes back to what I was saying, but I'm sorry that I don't know, that mother spirit, honey, was all over me. I don't even know who that was, but I warned.
It was probably my mother.
It probably was.
You don't
so but still, hopefully I didn't come off rough. But I'm just saying that, you know, I mean it in love, but that's something that I have noticed, because for me, that's literally, that has been with some people that's in my life and I love them. Yeah. And I try to tell them stuff and they don't listen. That has been irritating me.
That's one of your triggers.
That definitely is a trigger. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And my sister, I don't know if she's still in here. She tell me all the time, you know what? She was a hard-headed one. My sister was a hard-headed one for a long time, but now she's like, you know what? You know, because my family call me E, sure they call me E. She's like, E, you know, I wasn't listening, and like now I get it, you know. And I'm just like, you know, and it ain't no pat on my back. You know, it ain't no pat on my back. Like you know, it's like I've been trying to tell you, because I literally I come from love, and I'm trying to tell people that I love.
Right.
Yes.
I'm looking out for my people.
Woo, Jesus. That is the thing. Like, and I'm just gonna keep saying this. When y'all do go to readers, it is supposed to be a spiritual healing session. I don't care if it's on, they only pull in one card. It's supposed to be a healing session. Do not let these people tell you, and don't let the people scare you either, because people will scare you too with these cards. Even though when tarot and all this other stuff, I can read tarot,
and that's a tactic.
I can give it to you harsh without terrifying you.
And that's a tactic.
They be like, "Oh, you got the dead card."
You keep on coming back and be like, "Okay, did it say something different?"
No, and that's why in my sessions I will always I'm giving people, I don't want them to keep coming back to me. I'm going to give you what you need to do. You do the work, and you do the work. Yeah. I don't want it to be back and forth. You coming to me every month for the same thing. Absolutely not. So I just want to say that, because I know somebody need to hear that. When you go to these readers, make sure they're teaching you something. Make sure they're teaching you something, and not just spewing out.
Even in spirituality, I still feel the same way. I've been read. Only person that's actually been able to read me, not really, because she hasn't fully read me, but she's pulled some stuff out. But Tasha read me. But most people, when I would try to get people to read me, they'd be like, you know what they would tell me? You already know answers. You already know the answers.
Yeah.
So I personally feel like it's a block. Like I personally must have some sort of a block. So, but me, I listen to spirit. No bull about it. Like the other day, I think I was talking to y'all. I got off the phone with y'all, and I was in there making me my porridge. I was probably making porridge, and then no exaggeration, I'm standing there. The ringing started, the pause, the breeze, the coolness. I don't have a window open at first. And sometimes I get mad because I remember when I sent y'all that voice note and I was spazzing. I was like, I'm getting all these damn downloads and I don't even know what to do with them. I can't even freaking cipher them. That's when I get, if I get a few here and get a few there, then I know, all right, something's
but them things coming back to back.
They was killing me a week ago.
Y'all know what I've been going through, and I'm tired. I'm tired.
I was, numbers were flying at me. My ears kept ringing. I kept smelling stuff. I was just like, I can't. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Since I started doing some digging in my past to learn some more about my ancestors, I'm a little more better. I'm a little more calmer about certain things. But I personally, again, what I was trying to say was, in my spirituality, I was the same way I was in religion. Like, well, I need you to tell me what it is.
Ivy,
I may need you to clarify something for me, and I'll come
Ivy,
to you to clarify
I have a question for Ivy. I feel like I have family who do not. However, they are running from it, so it's hard for me to get guidance.
My girl. Hey,
I'm not running. Can you kind of expound?
Okay, I feel like I have family who do not. However, they are running from it, so it's hard to get guidance. I'm not running. It's hard for them to get guidance from you.
Yeah, I need to know what that their gifts.
I mean, their gifts. They're hiding from their gifts.
They might not even know what they are. They may not even know what they are.
I was gonna say that
they might not know, or they might just don't want to tap in. Some people don't want to tap in with their
scary.
gifts.
It's scary
because like they have gifts, they're running.
Tasha just
they run around in denial, and I'm trying to. Honey, my little sister, I don't even my little sister's in here. She's been running for a long time. She's starting to slow down now because she's getting tired of running. But again, I'm gonna say this to all my Black people or the African diaspora. We're all gifted.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're all gifted. We all have powers that have been handed down from generation to generation. We are powerful people. And I really feel that it's a lot more people that's in denial than they are.
It's scary. It's scary.
And also, my elders have. Well, all of our elders have them because they weren't. And I was gonna say the elders definitely have it because they wasn't browbeat with the Bible.
Yeah.
And I'm not, you know, like I said, I read the Bible, I read the Quran, I read it all. And
I feel like Ivy, she's scared, Ivy. She's scared.
And there's nothing, Ivy, because I know you personally, boo. You know, you my sis. You cannot
force nobody.
You gotta let them be them. They may never, as frustrating as it is for us.
That's not what I'm getting, guys. That's not what I'm getting. She said my elders have them. My grandma have dreams and all, knows the Bible like crazy and drinks like crazy to run. That's not it. Her grandma, just hear me out. Her grandmother grew up in a different time where a lot of practices were practiced. The one, like how we discussed about how you sweep a certain way. She was a child and she probably noticed and saw some of these practices not used in a positive light. And I think that's what she's scared of. Your grandmother saw something, babe.
Yeah.
She saw something and that traumatized her and she wants no parts of it. That's why she knows that Bible front and back because she thinks that is her salvation.
That's
when it's not because she's drinking. She's drinking, so it's not. It's just the way
it's a trauma that she's holding on to. It's something that she's holding on to, and she does not want to let go.
And I feel like all we could do for people like that, all we could do is pray for people like that. You can't force nobody. Even if you see clear as day, you can't force nobody to move in their gifts. Even though we might see like, you just don't even. You don't even know how gifted you are. You know what I'm saying? Just being transparent. My oldest daughter is very, very gifted, but she's not ready to really function in her gifts to the capacity that she can. I see it and it's like, God dang it, just tap in.
What did I say?
But you know, you can't.
What did I say?
However, I could teach me. However, I feel like she could teach me. She's not. Ivy.
But I'm telling you, listen, guys, I'm being real honest with you. This is what I'm getting right now.
Yeah.
This is what I got right now. She is scared. When I said it,
absolutely. It's definitely fear.
And Ivy, you can't, because we know how powerful, Ivy, you know how powerful you are also.
Right.
Don't get it twisted, Ivy, because you know how powerful you are too. You know how powerful you are. You know your gifts, Ivy. You know that she don't need to teach you. You teach yourself.
Thank you. I was just about to say that.
You don't need to teach you anything. You teach yourself. Ivy, don't play with me. Ivy.
No, but you have to do, and that's the thing. Just because your elders
You can do
People
this.
got to realize generationally we evolve. Generationally we do things differently. Generationally our sight is different.
Yes, because
and I feel like you got to do it like she's scared and she wants to make sure she's doing it right. And I wish I wish you would have tapped in on our other shows. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You have to do what fits for you.
Have
respect for your elders, love your elders.
Right.
But
she don't have to teach you.
They can't tell you what to do, how you were called to do it.
Exactly.
If I'm making sense.
Exactly. Because her calling is different from your calling, Ivy. Yes. Her calling is different.
I'm telling y'all, I don't think there was a calling in that aspect.
It's not a calling, but what I'm saying is you gotta let her figure that out. She doesn't want to teach you because it could be something like Marquita said, that she's seen and it's traumatized her, and she don't want you to get into that, because again, a lot of our elders think that spirituality and hoodoo and voodoo is bad things because they've seen
what they've seen,
certain types of things,
right?
So you have to respect that. You have to respect, that's her boundaries. If she doesn't want to talk about it, if she doesn't want to teach you, you know what you need to do, Ivy. You know your power, you know your gift, you know who you are. You know who you are for yourself. You don't need no one to teach you anything. You write your own rule book. You write it. You don't need no one to tell you this is what you need to do.
Tasha said it. She had a sixth sense and was never taught.
Yes. You don't need no one to teach you how to do what
you got to do your own journey. Like I say, I mean, we're blessed. We're blessed to have a trickle down of those gifts and stuff, like implanted in our DNA and our makeup. But your practice is your practice. That's just what it is.
Exactly.
And it makes sense to you.
I'm just getting another message I'm telling y'all, but I'm coming out like this because stuff is coming to me. So I just want you to know, Ivy, that the reason why your grandmother is drinking is because she is hella powerful, right? And she's scared. She is scared. She's trying to suppress that. She is trying to trying to suppress it. Like it's really scaring her. And I think she sees spirit actually, but
she doesn't want to trigger that to you.
Right.
She doesn't want that to.
She don't want to put that right, but she also doesn't want that connection to you. I think that's why she's fighting you on doing it because of her own fear. But that's just what I got.
Yeah, you
and
can't.
People, I mean, and she means well in protecting you, but I feel like people got to see their own light and their own dark in this thing.
Yep.
I mean, and I know, like, in her heart, it's like, I'll protect you. No, I don't want you dealing with that. I don't want to show you nothing. I don't want you to see certain things. It's because they mean well, but in our, we got to see the light and the dark in our own.
Ivy, you know how how you talk on your Instagram, right? How you say those powerful words and stuff. Make sure you're speaking that to yourself. Make sure everything that you're speaking on to other people, that you're speaking that onto yourself, because I'm not going to tap in too much, but you already, Ivy, you already know what you're capable of.
Yep.
I'm a grandma's girl, and I understand that. I was too. I was too, definily.
Yeah.
And she's her mother, and
I told y'all that's what it was. She's seeing people
as well. Absolutely. Make sure you keep that up. Make sure you keep that up. All those things that you be helping people with, make sure that you're helping yourself with also.
Yep.
What things? Yes.
Median.
Yeah.
What's the thing where spirits come through you?
Yep. She might be a median.
She might be a median. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's hot. All right, Savita, don't start with me, all right?
What? Oh.
I came home from work and got started. I didn't eat.
Holy Ghost. In her and that's why she's probably drinking heavily. Yeah, she's drinking heavily because she's running.
She's numbing. She has to numb the senses. Like we said, when you're drinking, you can't really tap into anything.
But think about it. She's going through. Okay, reverse it, Ivy. she's going through what you've already went through. Remember when you first started your spiritual journey and how you was going through that dark phase and you had your vices and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
Age has no
I
limits.
think most right.
Age has no limits when you're going through something.
Ivy, you're going through a transformation.
Yeah.
Of yourself. I was Pentecostal. I've spoken in tongues. I was heavy going to church Sunday to Sunday. When you transition from what we were taught, because you probably learned how to speak in tongue, how to tarry.
Yeah.
And it wasn't something that you gifted yourself, but someone, I don't want to say pushed you into the gift, but they kind of push you into that gift. You're going through the transition of that, of shedding. I really don't even know how to describe it. You're transitioning. It is learning how to balance things that you were taught in the church and certain things, because a lot of responsibility come, and I know exactly where you're going and what you're feeling. When you speak in tongue, you see a lot, you feel a lot. You don't even know what you were feeling. You don't even realize what you've seen because you tapped into something that you wasn't ready for. And that's another subject. Churches do that, and it scares people because you don't even know what you're getting into. So you are definitely,
you're going through another awakening, and you're confused. Everything right now is confusing you because you're going through another spiritual awakening, which that's how it always is. I'm very outcasted since leaving the church.
You're gonna be, and that's so.
Because I think Ivy hit me up. You got my number. Because you recently just moved, and I think that's what is triggering a lot of things because you're closer to your family now. So
and it's that family acceptance and things of that nature.
Text me because I don't want to tap all the way in.
Definitely personal thing, but just don't. I wish, I send well wishes. I wish you well, and you will be okay. It's just scary when you've been in a church and you know the church from front to back, and you was comfortable functioning in church, and then when you kind of leave it cold turkey and you remove the middleman, it gets very lonely and it gets very scary, and you would definitely have people looking at you like,
and then to complete that with, I'm a spiritualist. It's like you ran to hell.
Ivy girl, if you don't just call me, I'm not trying to hear all that. You got my personal number. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I told y'all, even after the safe haven, I was still here for y'all. So don't do that.
You're a baby. You're a baby.
She is.
And we're going to talk about this. So please join us. We're going to talk about the levels of your spirituality.
And you know what, Ivy? Also, probably the one that got someone else's spirit done got attached to you.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. Somebody else's spirit done got attached to you. And I'm just going to keep it at that. Ivy, take you a white bath. And you know what I mean when I say that.
Yep. Yeah, that's okay.
Please read her. I will pay for it. Yeah, no, just hit me up and make sure you take just take you a white bath, Ivy. That's what you need to take you a white bath or a good old sweetening bath. And it could just be as simple as putting honey in water. And and that's it. You don't need too much, I promise you. But somebody else, we tend to help people. We'll overly help people, and their spirits get attached to us. That's why I always told you to keep your head covered. Remember when I told you on that Zoom call to always keep your head covered, even when you're not tapping in with somebody else. Remember, keep your head covered when you're going out and about.
Or you're gonna be in too many spaces with too many energies.
Keep your head covered. I believe Zaya might have been stronger than me. Yeah, because baby girl, Zaya, and also think about your baby too. Make sure you know that she watches you. So I just want you to keep your head covered. And send me your new address, Ivy, also.
Yeah.
And hit me up.
Good
Okay.
stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. But keep that head covered. If you don't have a white head covering, it doesn't matter. It could be any color, but keep your head covered.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I like black is because my protection candle is black.
Yeah, that's why I said, yeah, she needs to, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She
That's
needs
why I
to
do
keep her head
black.
covered. Yeah, absolutely. Keep your head covered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember I told you in that Zoom call, I told you have to keep your head covered at all times because energies are easy to get attached to you.
I'm glad you came too, Ivy.
Yeah. You know you my boo. You know I love you.
Mm-hmm.
You know I love you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Yes, I'm available tomorrow at 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hit me up.
Don't be scared. Don't be
Yeah,
scared.
and absolutely not. Yeah, call your power back right now.
Yeah,
I
don't be
just say
scared.
I call back all my energy, all my power.
Mm-hmm.
Say it out loud. Call it back, baby.
Yep. Okay, what else do we got?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it right here. Did I go there? Yeah.
Okay, my bad, y'all.
No. What do you mean you're bad? This is how we move.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I think we just did this, but we didn't. We did.
Shadow work. Well, that was a shadow work exercise.
Right.
We all did the exercise.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love this. Absolutely love this.
We like bringing the show, but we also like talking to everybody in here. That's for us.
Yeah.
That is the show for us.
This is what it's all about. I feel like every show we've helped somebody.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely helped.
Tap into something, uncover something.
Yeah, hit me up on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what it's all about.
Yep.
And I just make sure you guys are just taking care of yourself mentally too. Mentally, take care of yourself.
Emotionally.
Yes, before you go to bed tonight, say I'm calling my energy back.
Mm-hmm.
Before you lay down and go into your sleep, just say I'm calling my energy back.
That's why I'm doing the 31 days of affirmation.
Yeah. So, Marquita, do you want to talk about that? Your 31 days of affirmation?
Mm-hmm. So, last week, was it? Again, me and my sisters here, we talk a lot. And one day we were talking, I think, about the show. And I was like, yeah, so this is what I did last night. I overthink now, and I take my overthinking, guys, which is my bad part, and I just make it work for me, because a lot of times we'll talk about an idea, and we did talk about an idea, and that's how y'all got this slideshow, because I couldn't go to sleep until I put it out on paper. But I was talking to them one afternoon, and I was just like, girl, y'all not gonna believe what I just did. And they was like, well, I wrote 50 affirmations, just sat here and wrote 50 affirmations. I said, I think I'm gonna do a 31-day affirmation challenge. And every day I'm going to uplift myself to something else I want to attain, and something else I want to self-master, somewhere I want to reach, a level I want to feel. This is what I want to feel. This is what I want to embody. I'm going to affirm it every day for 31 days before the new year comes, because I need to change and shift what I've been dealing with this whole COVID thing. Mm-hmm. And every day on our page, our group, Facebook group, I also put it on my business page, my personal Facebook page, because I think the more of us that do it, okay, I'm about to get real deep now, y'all. I think the more of us that indulge in this kind of manifesting, because it's a form of manifesting, positivity, and I feel like the bigger the circle is that we have people to contribute into doing self-affirmation, to be in a better space and be in touch with themselves better, and things like that. I think the energy that'll be put out will be a lot more calmer. You know, they always say people are 6 degrees of separation. So if you're doing it and you're putting out that energy, you're gonna make someone else put out a positive vibe, even if they're not into spirituality. That vibe you're carrying is gonna push off to someone else. And so I just strongly feel like, we can change a lot if we change ourselves. If you change yourself, you can change a lot. So affirmations is how I deal with my darker self, because my darker self is a mean bitch, and sometimes she turns on me sometimes and be having me in here crying, but I still, try to find ways to deal with that. And my affirmations is what shake me. It's like my mama talking to me in a way, you know what I mean? And no, you are going to do this. No, you are going to accomplish this. No, you are going to finish this, because you can do this. You know what I mean? So every day, I started December 1st, and we're gonna go all the way up until the 31st. You can tune in. You can either post it yourself, and we'll put it on the page because we put everything up. But you can post it yourself. You can do a picture of something, piece of art, something that moves you. You think it's beautiful, that gives you some kind of emotion, that makes you feel kind of powerful. It could be a picture of yourself. I've been taking pictures of myself because I've never used to take pictures of myself. So that's something I started doing a lot of when over the past 4 years. So I take pictures. I take about 5 pictures of myself a day. 5
I need
pictures.
to take more pictures of myself.
Yeah, I can read my own. I can read myself from them. Like my eyes, I can look at my eyes. I can look at my face. I can tell by what how I like look at myself and go, yeah, you wasn't doing too good today. Like, you know what I mean? I do that. I do a couple in the morning, couple in the afternoon. So I could tell like, yeah, you still got work to do. But you can take a picture of yourself. You can take a picture of the sky. I used to do that back, years ago. You can take pictures of bodies of water, mountains, whatever it is that finds some kind of solace or something that you hold, something beautiful or anything like that, and you post it. Thank you, Ivy. I appreciate you. And what you do is you post it up and you make your affirmations. If you want to find affirmations that you resonate with, you can. But I strongly suggest that you write your own because they're more personable. And it's like having your own, to go back to religion, your own commandments. It's like making your own commandments. You know what I mean?
I like that.
So I'm going to do that now. Well, we're doing that now. We're in the process of doing that now. You can do it on your own page too and pass it on. It's a challenge. And I decided I'm going to do a hashtag 31 days of affirmation. Okay. So that's going to be the hashtag. Let me put that.
Let me remember that.
I'm going to put
for,
it
in. Instagram, because I got to post that on Instagram also. I got to get to work on it.
21 days of affirmation. All right, hold on a sec. I'm just gonna do this real quick. I'm not gonna block you for long, all right, Aisha?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Inspiration. I got affirmation for shadow work. That's good. That's good.
Why is my desk doing this? My little table. All right, let me take this down so we can see the lovely Aisha. Busy at work because she don't never stop, y'all. I just want y'all to know that this is the longest we get Aisha to sit still is when we do a show.
Ooh, she calling us out.
Yeah,
You called me out yesterday.
Well. This is true. This is true.
Yeah, do all that.
I am a hard worker for sure.
Thanks, Tasha. You guys see me too, because sometimes I'm not in the mood. Sometimes I'll be like, girl, look at you. Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, I get, that's a challenge I need to do for myself. Honestly, I need to take more pictures of myself.
And it's hard for me to smile in selfies because I think it's the stupidest thing. Remember, let me just explain myself. I keep telling y'all I'm almost 50. I remember when our texting was a QWERTY board, okay? So please, bear with me. I don't know. I had to learn how to take a selfie with the little cameras. Remember the little cameras? You had to take a selfie? I had to learn that. But I really don't feel like I feel like when I'm looking at I could do it with a camera where I could face the camera and smile. But when I have my phone up and it's in my face, I'm like, I'm smiling.
Looking at yourself, smiling.
It never comes out that way. It's always me looking at me on curl.
See, I don't take a lot of pictures of myself. Now, video, I can make a video in a minute, but pictures, I'm like,
I'm opposite. I'm always taking pictures because I refuse to, when I, finally go to my resting space, you're not getting a third grade picture of me.
Okay, so yeah, let me take more pictures of myself because they can't do
I refuse. You're not going to You're not going to use a third grade picture of me. You're going to have an up-to-date picture of me.
I'm going to show y'all something, okay? Because y'all gonna crack up because we're talking about this. I want y'all to see this because y'all gonna crack up.
Not a third grade picture though.
She said a third grade picture.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
No.
The third grade picture on the obituary. I don't want that. I don't want that.
I'm gonna show y'all real quick.
I'm just gonna
show y'all the past few days. This is just the past couple of days, like 2-3 days. This is me. This is all of my pictures, my selfies. So I take a lot of selfies.
As
I take
you
a lot of them.
should. I'm here for it.
I need to
Yeah.
take more selfies. I do. So that's gonna be.
And I feel you,
personal
Aisha, because
time.
my kids, when my memorial happens, my kids throw up any bad shots. I want all of these headshots. I want them all supersized because I'm not going into the church. We should talk about this the other day. We gonna do the same way my mama did it spiritually, when we all in the house type. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tiptoe through there. y'all didn't hear that, did y'all?
Okay.
I'm gonna tiptoe in here, but I want them to blow up big pictures of me making faces like what?
I'm trying to be cute. They were like, she was a model. Yes, she was. Don't you do no third grade
I'm
picture.
with you. I have to go back to the gym.
I need to get back into the gym too. I'm
a little scary. I'm a little scary about the gym, even though I had to do this stuff. But I'm really scary about going to the gym. But I'm gonna work it out.
I need to start working. Ooh, child.
But I'm about to start walking. I'm gonna start walking.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is premature, but I do want to introduce somebody in here real quick. So, ladies, Miss Eileen Gates over there in the corner. That's Miss Black and Floral.
Oh, the shout out to you, boo.
Yes.
I know you was working hard in the paint, and we appreciate you.
Yes.
So I just gonna let her know we're gonna have them, because I had her send them to us because it was just cheaper to do it that way. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is our next show we're gonna have them on. So I just want y'all all to real quick, because we're supposed to be doing this, but we're all off what's the name now, and it really doesn't matter. We're just going with the flow. So everyone, I need y'all to go to your Instagram and follow.
Yes, we appreciate you, all your hard work, girl.
All right.
Definitely.
I need y'all to go to your Instagram and follow this person right here, Miss Gates over there. Mm-hmm. She I just want y'all to know, everything, she's like my personal freaking like designer. I mean, be honest with you. I told you guys before. Remember, we was fussing at Sarita before, and we was like, Sarita, you ain't got no t-shirts? No, I don't have no t. Listen, you a brand just like Nike, baby. So
let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I don't like this. Here's the thing about the t-shirts. When I go out in public, I don't like talking to people. They already be asking me about my keychain.
No, what you have to do? You put all your stuff. No, you ain't even gotta do that.
No, let me tell you something. I have my business card. I got my keychain. I got a purse.
Hey, my shirts have my logo on the back.
That's right.
It has my website. It has my Instagram, and it has my Facebook. We ain't gotta say nothing.
Yeah. I hand out a card.
You nod at me. I know that you done read my shirt.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I make it a goal to pass out my card. I pass out about 5-6 business cards every time I go out. Like, here you go. Look like you need some aromatherapy healing. Here you go.
Let me wait. Matter of fact, can you see the back of my shirt?
Let me see. Yeah.
All my information's on the back of my shirt.
That's my next task. I already told her.
People wanting to talk to me.
No. Listen, hello, queen introvert. Don't want to talk to somebody. Always got resting bitch face. Come on, I'm about to.
It don't matter.
I'm gonna bring it in.
Put my mask on.
Look, I'm gonna bring it in. No. I'm gonna bring it in. You just be like, oh, okay, all right. Here you go. Here's my business card. You can check out my website. That's how I dismiss them all. It's not a dismissal, but it's like that's it. There's nothing to talk about. If you want to talk to me, and I tell them that you can talk to me. You can message me. I will respond. To talk to me right now and try to explain what I do and who I am, you're not going to get it in 5 minutes talking to me. So go check out my page, go see what I'm about, and then hit me up in the DMs, and we can have a nice chat about what it is you're interested in, what you saw. But you hear them, you go out there, everywhere I go, I have my shirts on. I'm about to drive Miss Gates her crazy. I asked her, was she free? Because I already told her I'm getting stuff that I'm getting dresses. I'm gonna have her put stuff on. I mean, it's gonna be real. I'm gonna be out at a function somewhere. Y'all gonna see Omar's herbals in the corner like you see right now. Okay, it's gonna be just like this. They be like, what the hell is Omar's? It's me, boo. I'm a brand. But she is excellent. She makes shirts for children because my Zelly got some. She does everything. She's a jack of all trades, y'all, and a little mini perfectionist. Little mini perfectionist. But she's really, really good. But she did my shirts for my whole family. I'm about to have her do some because remember, we was talking about some of the things we were gonna do, Aisha, the other day about for Valentine's Day.
That's not a shadow. I just don't like talking to people. That's not a shadow. That's a personal thing. I don't like talking to people.
What happened?
Girl, yeah, I know the platform is growing. It is. It's growing, but I don't want to talk to people.
Aha! No, that's not a shadow. She really don't, because I that's not a shadow for me either, Tasha. I just don't want to be bothered. And that was before spirituality, and even more so after it. Like I don't want to be bothered. If I talk to you and chat it up like this, I fucking like you.
Oh, you know what?
Because I don't talk to you.
Hold on. If she can make me a bodysuit, I'll get a bodysuit now.
Well, she can do. Listen, let me tell you something. She don't listen. She be like, I'll try it. I'll see what I could do. And what I love about her is I always come to her with something extra. She be like, I'll see what I could do. Oh yeah.
But yeah, Ivy is a bomb. That's why I was getting ready to get on her.
I just saw that.
A fitness coach. She's a whole fitness coach.
Oh, I need to holler at her too.
And she is so bomb. I did a session with her and I about lost my life. It was great though. It was great. She's bomb. So
wait. You want to go through
Rita, manifesting things require her to talk. I'm going to tune my business. Girl, I said I can manifest stuff without talking though.
And I just want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand something right quick. Rita stays in my ass.
I sure do.
Cause she's like, you need to do lives.
She does. She needs to do lives.
You need to do lives. I don't.
She needs to do it. She just you ain't even gotta do lives. You could just you know that book that you got, that affirmation book that you have? Why don't you just pick up, open it up and just read it? Affirmation for the day. It don't have to be on a live, it can just be a video.
So you want people to hear my voice?
Yes, because you have a very lovely voice. I don't know what you're talking about.
Got that accent.
I love it. I love when how you word things. I'd be like, did she just? Yes, I felt that.
It's that New York reading we do. We tend to have a lot of vocab to read people, indirectly, directly.
Mm-hmm. She don't like talking. I've seen her. Girl, I can't stand read a minute.
Yes,
y'all gonna
that's true. Yep, that's true. Read it. Who Tony? Who you talking about? Me or Rita? Because I run my mouth. This is the first show I wasn't as vocal. I was hella vocal our last show, Relationships and Spirituality.
Listen.
You know I've already adopted you, Miss Gates. You know you already adopted. I'll come outside just like your mama will for you. It's not a game.
Aisha's the one who told me how to start doing lives and stuff. I was like,
yeah, Aisha, I'm gonna just let y'all know, Aisha is our bully, okay? What I mean by that is, I'm about to tell you, no, I'm putting it out. Look, did she just do the clutch, bro? Remember what she sent us earlier? Oh, okay. Aisha, tell us straight up. I'm gonna just let y'all know she pushes us into stuff. It's just like, yeah, it's you. You gonna do that. You be like, all right.
I was like, lives.
Yeah. when we were discussing getting this together. Right, we was discussing this, and she was like, "Yeah, you go ahead and get the Facebook, not the Facebook." She said, "You go ahead and get the YouTube together, Marquita, and get the email address together." I was like, "This, the YouTube? I got to do the video." I thought we was doing the podcast.
Yeah. When she told me, she was like, "You need to start doing lives." I was like, "Lives where?" Come on, Instagram, girl.
See what I'm talking about? She is a bully. And then let me tell y'all something.
And then we be bullying her then too.
Yeah, we get her too.
I'm about to say, do we want to start that up? Because y'all been on me for I've been tired, y'all. I've been elevating to some new stuff and.
Now let me tell you what I be bullying them about. It's about promoting their business. Because I am the queen of promoting my business.
Yeah, she goes hard. I'm not. Out of the three of us, I am the worst at promoting my business.
Rita, you been like, yeah, girl, I've been in your lives. I can do a live now, no problem. Not when I first started. I was like,
Yep, I used to tell she all over there. She talked in the background like, and my product. I said, girl, if you don't get in front of the camera, ma'am, stop with the shenanigans. Cut it out. And then Marquita, I'm just always looking at Marquita like.
She be straight Nike and me. Just do it. Just do it. Yeah, you're good at that.
Do it. Why you playing? Do it.
Yeah.
Why you playing?
Why you playing with me? Why you playing with me?
Oh, yeah.
I already told her, Marquita, what she needs to do.
My sister said, "Have you ever seen a self-motivated bully?" Yeah, that's her.
Yes,
Hey,
yeah, that is definitely her.
I bully with love because
Yes, you
I be
do.
seeing y'all potential. Like, let's get it. What we doing? Chop chop. What is we doing?
Yes. She don't play with us. Let me tell y'all something. 2 weeks ago, our last show, because we tell you all the time, we talk before the show, we talk after the show. We probably gonna talk tomorrow afternoon. We talk all the time. Oh, I'm gonna mention last show. Everybody, I got so much feedback from our last episode. What was that? November 19th. The relationships and spirituality. So my sisters called me up the next day and was like, "Listen, you need to write that down." But when they called me up, what was I doing, ladies? I was writing that down. I was typing it up.
But she was typing up something.
I was typing it up. So we're gonna try to figure out a way to share these things with you. However, this one I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all this one. So if y'all go to any one of our pages, our email, I'll put in the email here now. But any one of those, I'm gonna come out the slide for right now. So I can post it up. But I just learned that, Aisha, so we don't block you. I'm learning. So this what I'm gonna do. This is our email address. What is our email address? Oh, I had to remember.
The Spiritual View.
Right, number 3, because I always mess that up. At Gmail. Send me your email address and just type in free copy relationships and spirituality, and I have it all broken down for you. Okay? I have it all broken down for you. All right?
My sister silly. Thank you.
Or you can send it to our Facebook group, which is Our Spiritual View, or you can send it to our Instagram. Whichever one it is, just let me know and we'll send it, because we all have a copy, so everybody can send it to you if you ask us. We all have a copy of it. Okay? So that one, we're going to try to do something where we can give y'all your own little like starter kits on things to refer back on. I know a lot of people tell us that they go back and watch the shows. I go back and watch them sometimes.
Me too.
You know, I told my sister, you know, that we gotta work on our facial expressions.
I know my facial expression on this one is like.
She just did it. I'm sorry.
Is that part of our shadow work? We gotta work on our facial expressions.
Yeah, because our last show,
I'm a fail.
Yeah, I'm not that
I'm
good.
I really can't.
I can't do it.
All my truth is in my face.
I can't do it. I try so hard. I can't do it. But yeah.
So that book is coming.
T.
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. I gotta give T some big sister love.
Yes.
Did I not just give you the email address? Did I send it to the email? Okay, T, send it to the email, and you'll get one like that.
She told you.
We fussing at each other's sisters right now. Go, send it to the email.
She told you.
All right. And let me see. What else we got here? All right. Are we gonna go back? Let me see what we got back on here, because I'm gonna go back and see what we got. Oh, I'm getting good at this right here. Thank you, Aisha. Because if she didn't push me, let me tell a little bit of a story about this whole thing coming to fly. Right. Let me move this out the way again, because I know how to do it now. Aisha came to me, and you got to see me. The first couple of shows, I was sitting there going, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know how many times she'd be like, where the analytics? I'll be like, the analytics. Okay, the analytics. I was just like, oh God, what am I doing? Now she's like, analytics. I'm like, here, girl, let me show you. And the crazy part about it is, she was like, yeah. So the next show, if y'all notice, every show I come with some more tricks I've learned. She gives me homework. The last show was, when you got to pin these comments, because we need to have these comments pinned. So we need to get these comments pinned. Last year I was like, I got it. I can pin the comments. When I tell y'all I'm studying, she has me studying this damn YouTube and how to make it move and work. But I appreciate you though, because I have another skill under my belt. I appreciate that. Because what we supposed to do, we push each other to elevate and everything. That's what we do. And we gonna push y'all too. We not being sweet. We not being all that old mushy. Y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get from us. Y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get. Oh, my buttons came, y'all. They did little tiny buttons. The ones I
Push.
sent y'all, they the little button.
Let's
They've
see.
been sending a lot of stuff out a lot faster lately. Usually it takes me weeks to get things. Now I'm getting them in days.
Yes.
So we have to get that.
Oh,
out.
thank you, Tosh.
Right.
Okay, so we are hitting up our a little over 2 hour
Okay.
mark. So
We sure are.
So audience,
we
how
hit it
y'all
already.
feel? How's it going in the audience? Y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling great?
Y'all still with us? Because we try to do 2 hours and then leave it at 2 hours. So y'all let us know if y'all want us to keep going, because we do have a few more things to touch on, or we can just end it and throw it into our next show.
I mean, we could.
I said, y'all want us to keep going.
I was screaming.
Look, I'm about to get real gangster, guys. I'm about to get real gangster. I said.
Keep going. Nah, still some keep going.
Keep going. Go ahead and finish it. Because I mean, we are at the last. We got like a last couple of things. We at the very end of it. So, you know, I'm with it. Whatever.
Okay. So I'm gonna pop back in real quick on the stream.
Okay, what can you do to manage
your unconscious desires?
Yes. What can you do to manage your unconscious desires, baby?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to get that. So I spoke about this a little earlier about we didn't have anybody to really go to talk about certain things that we were encountering in our spirituality. So we went to books, and like you said, I have tons and tons of books of pretty much all kind of stuff that resonates with me that I will go back to. Embracing solitude, we've already covered that about 10 minutes ago, talking about we like
shadow work journal.
Yeah. We engage in competition, engage in competition to express your desire to dominate, right? I don't need to express, I don't need to dominate. I don't do, like, some people do that. I mean, well, you know what? I kind of do that. Because in my household, my family, we play games and we are very competitive. I mean, you know, if Zell gets in a game and she loses, then that's on her. Not the fact that she only 4, but you know, we grown. She step up to the plate. She got to be competitive.
She is not 4.
I know, she's like 35. Yes. Embrace solitude if you're needy. I'm not needy, but I love solitude. This is how you can manage your desires.
Yeah. I love solitude. Yeah, solitude is my thing.
Yeah, I love solitude. And I'm not, and maybe I am needy. See, I gotta write that down. Maybe I am needy. You know what I think what is my biggest issue that I gotta work on, and I'm getting better with it. I need to help people, and I have to not need to do that.
Yeah,
that feeds me.
That's me.
I have to not need to do that. I want to do it, and I have to go to I want to do it, but I have to understand when somebody doesn't want that I have to leave them alone.
That's me.
To let it go. It's hard for you to. I get that, because that's
me.
That I can say that in certain situations, that's how I am. Like,
that's me. I definitely feel the need to help people
because we see the greatness in people and what they don't see in themselves.
Right.
Like
sorry, y'all. We everywhere. Because you know we don't have a what are those people called? We don't have a assistant,
moderator,
and we don't have all of those things. We just do it, you know.
But I think we kind
of because we're trying to keep up with you guys.
That's a good question.
What does it mean to criticize others in private to show your honor?
Wait, okay, it's all right. Criticize others in private to show you honor your thoughts. Meaning, don't talk about people. Don't gossip to other people about it. If you have to say something negative about somebody, say it in your house to yourself. Don't put that out to anybody else. Don't say it if it's going to be rude. It's your thoughts. So to get it out your head, because thoughts will keep popping up. To get it out your head where you can say it. That's what people don't understand about where he say, she say come from. People have this stuff they want to just get out of their mind. So they speak it so that other people can speak things. And it just, you know what I'm saying? To get information or just to get it out of their mindset. So they do that. You know, we do that. It's a human
Mhm.
interaction. It's a human thing. But if you need to speak of something that's not of good nature, and so it doesn't get back to that person in a harmful way, you can say it in your house. And I've done that plenty of times.
Yep.
I've done it plenty of times where you just,
Yep.
it's out there, and it's out there, but it's out there and it didn't hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't hurt anybody.
Yep.
And that's for people that gossip and talk about people, pretty much.
To make themselves feel better.
Right.
To make, yeah. And a lot of people do that.
Did I clear it up? Did I clear it up for you, Ivy? Hello, Mr. Webster. How are you today? You came on late.
What's up?
He came in late. He's late. We used to you being here a little earlier.
It's almost closing time.
It is. It's almost done. It's almost done.
He gave us flowers.
Wait. Oh, is it my turn?
Well, we actually
What
covered
you
that.
been over there working on? Never mind.
Yeah, because she's always
Never
working.
mind. Let's get to the show.
almost our
Never
turn.
mind. I forgot. We are not in our private chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is yours
So,
now.
Aisha,
This is
what
you,
is
Aisha.
your
This
take?
is you. This is you.
What
This
is
is
your
Aisha
take,
now.
Aisha?
Wait, hold up.
Okay. So, all right. So, spirituality and shadow work, and these are for people that are light workers. Basically, this goes back to what Marquita was saying. As far as this is something that you can say out loud, it will be an affirmation, and you can repeat this to yourself. I am a light worker, and I don't, and then whatever you put in there, or you can say, this excuse or belief is used by modern spiritual workers who believe that shadow work in no way fits into their mission. That is all about spreading light and love. However, by denying the shadow, either personally and or collectively, they are paradoxically living in a perpetuating. Woo, that was hard. Darkness.
Yes.
Perpetuating. Woo. Okay. So
like
basically,
count.
yeah. So see, I'm not with you. But basically, what we said earlier, you can't deny that shadow work. You can't. Like I was saying earlier, and I was one of these people that was guilty of this. I was denying I need to know my dark side. Like it can't be rainbows and unicorns all the time. I got to know, that darker side, So this is one thing, to be careful of saying, I'm a light worker and I don't like don't do that. Because basically, like I said, it's an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that little slide.
I'm good. I'm going to number 12. Okay,
yes. And basically, this is just kind of we've already kind of talked about this. This is just kind of reiterating how to do the shadow work. And basically, shadow work is the understanding of your unconscious desires and patterns. Question yourself. Challenge your own thoughts, behaviors, and habits is the first step to taming your dark nature. Recognize
I know it's a little small.
And healthy criticisms are necessary for growth and healing. That goes to what we were kind of saying about, people. My thing is if you don't question yourself, God will bring somebody in your life that will make you question yourself. Ooh. They will bring the questions to you. Let's just keep it a buck, just because, like I said, a lot of people operate in denial and they try to not deal with themselves and holding themselves accountable. And they're comfortable being in certain thought processes and behaviors. So that is something that you should do. Again, question yourself. Okay.
And remember, the more you run from the shadow, the bigger it gets.
That part.
And it will consume you.
It will consume you, and you'll be just in a dark, negative space. The next one is I'll go down. Okay, cultivate self-awareness. To understand the light, we must journey through the dark. I just said that. Self-awareness is one of our most powerful tools as humans. Okay, so again, in order to know your light, you need to be very much so acquainted with your dark. Period. You got to know both of them, so that's what brings balance to self. All right, the next one is get some fresh air. Get your thoughts out. You can share with a friend or a therapist or a journal. but giving your demons some air is a great way to tame them. Again, you can't suppress that bad side. You just can't. And sometimes when you suppress it, it jumps out, and you find yourself fighting at Walmart.
And it's gone.
So that's that. We're gonna speed bump over that. Go back. I got one more.
You got one more? Okay, my bad.
Yep. Practice gratitude before facing your shadow self and dancing with your internal devil, but sure to take a moment to give thanks. This is essential. It will protect you when facing trauma and difficult patterns. So make sure you do that. And basically, once we are able to master ourselves in the present, we can manifest the infinite. Yeah, I speed bumped over there, but I'm just saying this is important. This is important.
I mean, yeah. Next.
You want the next slideshow? Y'all can hit me on the inbox on the personal level if you need to know what happened. Just saying. It happens. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is reiterating how to do shadow work. When a strong emotion arises, take a breath and relax in it. Most unhealthy thing you could do is have a emotion and you know what I'm saying, and I don't know, you can't do that because it like Marquita said, ain't gonna do to grow and grow and grow. So bring your awareness to the emotion in your body without trying to change it. See it as your inner child crying for your attention. Okay. The second is observe any thoughts that arise without judgment or identification. Notice the narrative that's tied into the emotion without reacting. I feel like we all feel this. Even some of us that practice this, we fall short with this. We get caught up and we react. We just waiting to react.
Yeah.
And don't even know why we're reacting.
And not every action needs a reaction sometimes.
Let me see. The fourth is invite the origin of the emotion to arise. Ask when was the first time I felt this exact feeling, and don't force an answer. A memory will arise if it's meant to. And the fifth one is allow integration and insight. Excuse me. Be open to any insights that arise, any healing that has taken place. Be present. Trust that you received exactly what you needed today. Okay, because I feel like this last one is going to continuously happen over and over with the things that you internally unpack. So I think anybody, because I think that was a question of how you do shadow work. I think this is that literally tells you in depth on, so, in detail, what to do and what to look for.
Definitely. So, yes. That was some good prompts.
Yeah.
Those were good, yeah.
Especially for people in the beginning stage. That was for them to understand.
Yep. So that's that. Was that, I only had them, did we do all three of them?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. That was it, because that was the last one. I think I did 13 slides. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm bothering Ricky in the comments because he said he is the first one that was in here when we came in. He said he was the first one in the room. So I just hit him with the eyes. I'm like, is that your final answer?
My bad,
he forgot what room he just walked into.
we are live.
Look, we all have communication with spirit. You can't tell us no stories in here.
On that note,
What I do? I'm smiling.
Okay. On that note, I think we are coming to the end of our show. I hope everyone enjoyed this show.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Enjoy. I hope you guys.
Tony over here, she recite movies.
information.
Yes, Tony's crazy though. Just so you know, Tony is I told y'all she is a walking party and always comedy, always funny.
She said, "Ricky, no."
No,
I gotta go. Okay, guys.
Tony understands when I give you the look. Is that your final answer? She know what that means.
What's the boys in the hood?
Boys in the Hood.
No, Ricky, no. Ricky. Okay.
All right. So I guess we should let everybody know when we're coming back. We're gonna take a little break.
We're gonna say, we're definitely gonna take a little break. And listen, don't y'all come for us too hard now. Okay? It's the holiday season's coming in. You know, we get a little business because we're small businesses, so we gotta focus. So we're gonna take a little break, and I think we'll let you guys know when our next show is going to be. Just surprise, okay? So we're definitely gonna take a little break because we all need a break, to just get ourselves together.
Well, we don't know the title, but we do know we did say that our next show, I think we said January the 7th.
January the 7th?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So January 7th will be when we come. So we'll be opening 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
it should be awesome. I mean, we'll communicate. Y'all want to talk? We can always chat it up on Facebook.
And I think we also said we might do a recording.
Yeah, we were gonna do a record. Would y'all like that if we did like a pre-recorded and and just like ran down a few, just touched on some of the previous topics that we had, just to hold y'all over?
Yeah.
Y'all let me know.
Was I supposed to present the other stuff while I was talking?
So let's see, Violet Empress. Yeah, y'all hit up our businesses. Christmas time is coming.
Yes.
It is almost here.
Mm-hmm.
It is almost here.
And I'm gonna throw in Miss Black and Floral because wait till y'all see what she did for us, y'all.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
2020, we're gonna be like, boom. What?
Bow Wow. Watch out now. It's a little one and it's not Bow Wow.
I guess I'm gonna be getting jiggy with it.
Yes. Okay. What else? Oh, okay. Well, am I supposed to do? Okay. So I can just get it over with. Okay, y'all. Tomorrow, before y'all start clicking off, tomorrow, is going to be a solar eclipse moon, which is happening. So, the solar eclipse tends to be the more exciting, friendly, and joyous as we embark on the vibrant new path and pursue new fresh horizons. Let me see. These are immensely emotional and causes things to break down that we are not working on, and cause us to face the truth about underlying feelings, fears, and our shadow self. So tonight's show, basically, definitely we talked about that. It's a good time to mantra. It's a very good time for mantra chanting and meditation. Chanting mantras at the time of eclipse is, like I said, it's the most powerful. So meditation and chanting are highly recommended during this period. Also, solar eclipse provokes changes that are more external when events outside of us might get in the way of what we want or the path we must take to get there. The changes the solar eclipse usher in are positive and helps us achieve our dreams. So be cognitive of that, but basically it's a continuation of the last the lunar eclipse of reading stuff, bringing stuff to the table, bringing stuff to the forefront. So be prepared. So make sure y'all do the work. Because this is the time. It's gonna keep on. You can keep on running, hiding from it, but we're in the season. I'll just say that we're in the season.
Yeah, the season.
So that's what's going on.
All right.
Oh yeah, and as a matter of fact, because y'all know Goddess Moon Dips, I have sales. I am having a sale.
Tell them about your new line.
I thought I already talked about it.
No, we talked about it. You didn't talk about it in this show.
No, you ain't
You
talking
didn't
about
talk
it.
about it in the last show either.
Okay. So as the girls may mention,
That's how we bullied her back,
I don't
y'all.
know how that's right. They do definitely. But I don't know how to sit still. I produced 6 new products.
Yes, she did.
All at the same time.
Yes, she did.
6
Yes, she
of
did.
them.
She done got her orders out faster than us. We getting a little tight
Yeah,
on
it's the ADHD
that.
and the insomnia. It is what it is. So I have 6 new things. I have a whipped body butter. I have a whipped body soap. I have a shower gel. I have a scrub. I have a massage oil, and I have a body oil.
Y'all better go hit my sis up.
Yeah. So those are all the things. And as I was saying, tomorrow I have a 20% off sale. Well, it started at midnight today, or it starts at midnight, but I have a 20% off for the solar eclipse moon. So
Yeah.
that will be going on tomorrow.
So yes. Okay. Y'all better hit her up.
Yep. So
all right, Miss Marquis.
oh, we got jokes in the what? See,
we got jokes. We do got
see
jokes.
you happy about being on time. Somebody who was happy being on time.
Marquis.
Who was that was celebrating? Yep, so he must have been here.
He must be Marquis. Yo, Marquis. Wait, hold on. Don't do it. Hit us with a word before we leave. Hit us with a word. Give us an affirmation, sis. I think
you're muted.
You're on mute. Hey, mic check 1 2. You on mute?
That's because my child was in here bothering me. I don't understand. I thought they stopped after like 10.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
She's like, I'm sorry. She's still in my door. She's still. I had to tell her there's a mic here. She was like, oh. This is the person that does live meditations that recognize the mic right now. Get out. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do, I'm not going to do today's affirmation. I'm going to do tomorrow's.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. Since we at the end of today.
Yeah.
Clear yourself internally and externally from any unnecessary debris and clutter. Whilst walking the path, you've attained many things which were once purposeful and useful in your world. You've also accumulated a library of memories or experiences, some of which still hold resonance and emotional charge. Hold on, sorry, y'all. So sorry. I forget I'm blind. Okay. All right. Let's start this over. Clear yourself internally and externally from any unnecessary debris and clutter. Whilst walking the path, you've attained many things which were once purposeful and useful in your world. You've also accumulated a library of memories and experiences, some of which still hold a resonance and emotional charge, whether positive or negative. It's time to clean house and let go of those things that serve no purpose and have no future use. You don't want to keep being pulled back into the past once you're moving forward. Tie up any loose ends or unfinished business and make space for the new. And I affirm, I release all attachments to anything not serving my highest good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like that. That was the word.
That's tomorrow's affirmation.
Okay.
I figured we already at the end of today, so we could take that into tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Okay.
All right.
That was good. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for tuning in.
All right. So this has been fun. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even do that much talking this time. I am so proud of Sarita. She don't even realize that we left her out there like, go ahead.
You really did.
She didn't even pick up on it either.
I love it.
You did
when
it.
You watched the show, you were like, they was really kind of silent.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you know.
We jumped in just enough to let you believe we was jumping in.
On that note.
I'm so proud of you.
On that note.
Yes. All right, guys. Remember,
thank you so much.
You guys can hit us up on Facebook and our spiritual view on Facebook. You can always hit us up on our IG, our spiritual view.
Mm-hmm.
You can email us. If anybody sent any emails, once we're done here, I will be sending out.
Yeah.
Just let me know which one you want, because I'm gonna give these to y'all. These are gonna be, but we're gonna set up some kind of way where we can build something for you guys to actually subscribe to and actually get a whole packet of stuff from us, like
Yeah.
from sample products
So,
to everything. Like it's gonna be like a whole little thing. But we're working on that now. So until then, just email us right now. And just email us right now. And what we'll do is we'll send you let me know what show you want. I'll send you the slideshow from this one if you want. It's a PowerPoint. The other one I actually did like a full outline. So it's up to you guys. Just let me know if you want it. Put it in the email subject line, which what you call it, Jack. You don't have to print it. Okay.
no.
You can download it. Once you get it, just download it. It'll be either in your phone or on your computer. You don't need to carry it around. You know,
it'll be like an ebook.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So with that being said, we're gonna wish you all peace, love, and light. And I'm gonna say, because I don't hold anything, y'all. I'm sorry for doubting you, Ricky. Okay, he pulled up our whole card. I'm sorry. I didn't see you. Okay, you were sitting in the corner and I didn't see you, so I gave you the eyes. I'm sorry. So with all of that being said, guys, we will see you guys in the new year.
Yes, in the new year.
Okay, you guys didn't let us know if you wanted to pre-record it, but let us know, and we'll do a pre-record because, like we said, we all have businesses and we are popping right now. We're very busy with gifts and stuff, so just let us know because then we got to set some time aside to do these things. We're doing pop-ups, we're out, we're out hustling. So,
okay.
All right.
And we appreciate you guys so much.
We really do, because you guys help us as well too. Y'all don't even realize.
Absolutely.
This is like a community.
Show.
Yeah, this is like a community. We all give each other insight, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
And we look forward to seeing you guys every time. We get very excited.
We look forward to building and growing with you guys.
Yes, we sit in the studio and play, even when we really look forward to this. Okay. Yes. All right, guys. Good night. Be well, and don't forget. It's a lunar eclipse tomorrow. Which one is it tomorrow?
It's the solar eclipse.
Solar eclipse tomorrow. So get your rituals together, your baths, your candles, your intent, whatever.
Yes.
Get it together and let's set it off because it's the end of the year right now. We got to step into a beautiful next year.
Yes.
All right? We're going to manifest it. Good night, guys.
Night.
Peace.